Yeah. Welcome back to Sustained Overruled. I am the anonymous attorney. All right. I know I'm like, what, 2, 3 minutes late? I, I love to say that I'm punctual and I tried my very best, but I had to get my notes. So, closing arguments, okay? Closing arguments were today. They were pretty exciting. I watched, oh, my alarm. Hold on. I need to turn my alarms off because I had set a whole bunch of alarms to remind me to get on this live, and I was still kind of late. But as I said, I had to get my notes. As far as the prosecution's closing, I did not get to watch the very beginning because I was at work, and then the last portion I kind of missed because I was driving home. But I watched defense, and that's who we're going to begin with. Okay, obviously, Shard did his thing, but I quickly want to start off with I want to start off with Doug, and the reason why I want to start off with Doug is because I want us to have a discussion around jury nullification. In a moment, I'll explain what that is, but let me put that up here. And I tried, if Greg is in here, I tried ad blocker. It did not do anything. I was still getting ads. Um, I just basically went ahead with Jasmine's suggestion and I signed up for a subscription. So yeah, that's what I did. Let me share my screen though. Yeah. Let me share my screen. And then FFS said that Max Shard pulled the barbecue grill out on that. Man, he was fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. In Brooklyn, when Brooklyn gets in here, somebody needs to remind me that Brooklyn owes me an explanation. Because as I was criticizing or during, that's all I've done really. I've criticized Doug every chance I could. And Brooklyn told me, or at least she put in the chat, that no, Max might be a good cross examiner, but Doug is better at closing and opening. Doug was, he did plant some seeds in the jurors' minds, but other than that, Max absolutely destroyed the state. It was wonderful to watch. And I knew he was going to deliver. But I first want to start out, as I said, let's first start out with Doug, because Doug is not going to be that long. As far as the prosecution, literally, I have it out here. I'm looking at my notes now. My remarks were beautiful because, man, Max Short, he needs to give a class. He needs to give a class or something, not just on cross examination, but just the presentation of a criminal case overall, because he is phenomenal. FFS said that Brooklyn was being bitter. That could be, that could be, but I don't know where she got her facts from, because that man was awful, 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 awful. All right. So if we're getting my timestamps right, let's see what's Greg saying. I never seen most have couldn't hear, but Hilton was strong. I will go. That's the thing. I don't have a lot of time tonight. I'm hoping we can keep this off around midnight. I have to be in at work early, you guys. I have to be in early because I don't want to work on Wednesday and Thursday. So in order to not do that, I have to go into work early. So when I go into work early tomorrow, I plan on, oh my goodness, let me just turn off my alarms. I'm like the alarm queen. Everybody that has ever worked with me knows that I have alarms that are constantly going off. But that's just to remind me to get on the live, but I'm here, so I just need to turn those off. Okay. In any event, I need to watch the prosecution. From the very beginning, I've been ambivalent about this case, right? I've been unsure as to how it's going to. That is pretty rare, because that is pretty rare. Because even a few weeks ago, I was very confident that the young man, what's his name, in the Laken Riley case, I knew that man was getting convicted. The only thing I knew about that case was what was reported in the news. Other than that, I really did not keep up with the trial, but I could tell he's getting convicted. Brian Kohlberger, I can tell that man's getting convicted. As far as this case, it is hard. It just it's hard to see which way the jury is going to lean because there are a lot of moving parts. And again, we're going to have a discussion about jury nullification because, according to me, that is pretty much what Doug was asking the jury to do. And again, Greg says that Hilton was strong. I can believe that because, from the perspective, if the jury is going to follow the law, if they're going to go by the jury instructions, I do expect convictions. Okay, just because what day is it today? Here I go again. On Saturday, we had an in-depth discussion about conspiracy, about RICO, the elements. We went over the Pinkerton doctrine. Obviously, if you were here, I know Brooklyn was here. I don't know who else was here. Anybody that watched that, the recap of my live, if we go by the Pinkerton doctrine, you know that what is this? Conspiracy is pretty much easy for the prosecution or the state's attorney's office to use, or it's a tool they can employ in order to secure convictions. But that said, I will still get to watch tomorrow. I'm going to spend the day watching the prosecution's closing. But I've kind of changed my position a little bit here. Man, this is difficult. This is a very, very difficult case. Anyways, let's get into it. I don't want to spend time over explaining. I have my position has shifted here and there. It has shifted here and there, but we'll see. FFS says it's not a fact. She did what Fulton County did. Theory, no facts. All right, let's get into Doug quickly. And then for Doug, because we don't really want to spend a lot of time on him, but he took the stand around 4:12 p.m. And okay, here's what I liked about his closing. All right. And this is going to basically go into jury nullification. Let him play first. Hold on. Let's let him speak. Am I sharing my screen? I am. All right. Let's get in here. All right, come on, sir. And then as I watched both defense attorneys close, I'm not as worried about Yak, and I'll explain in a moment. But as far as SB is concerned, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see though. I need this man to get started. Did I fast forward? I don't think so. Hold on. No, he's just putting up his demonstratives. All right, come on.
Good afternoon. I'm Doug Weinstein, as y'all know, and I have the pleasure of representing Diamante Kendrick, along with my co-counsel, Katie Haggerty, who's sitting back there right now. Mr. J. Apt also represents Mr. Kendrick, but he can't be here right now. And good afternoon, Your Honor, and good afternoon, counsel.
I like the fact that he, greeted the state's attorney or the DAs before he literally, before he started talking crap about them.
I am thrilled to finally be able to speak directly to you all. We've seen each other in the hallways, we've seen each other in the break room and here in court, but I haven't been able to address you directly. The first thing I have to say is thank you. Thank you for your time over the last year. Thank you for your...
All right, FFS, I'm actually looking forward to Diggy getting here. I'm looking forward to, her joining. Hopefully she's able to join the live.
Attention. It is sincerely appreciated. And
I hate to be this person, but I'm really excited for some reason. I'm really excited about closing.
I am going to do something that you have not seen much of. I am going to try to move at a brisk and deliberate pace.
That was a shot, obviously, at the DA's office, but it ties into his attempt to ask the jurors to basically nullify this whole process.
And not take up any more of your time than I need to, because I think.
Okay, so here is where I've changed my mind. Sounds good. Thank you, FFS. Here's where I've changed my mind. Initially, I was of the opinion that I think that kind of stands to some extent. In any event, initially, I was of the opinion that the jury might deliberate for an extended period of time. I was thinking maybe a month. But now that I think about it, these folks have been, they have been, or they were required to pay attention with no breaks. Their movement was literally restricted. Their schedules were restricted for an entire year. I do not see them deliberating past Wednesday. These folks are ready to go back to their families, return to their lives. So that's where I've changed my mind. I think for sure, either it's verdict or it's a mistrial and everybody goes about their way. But I don't foresee them wanting to voluntarily agreeing to return to court, I don't know, on Friday or the following week. I just don't see it anymore. And that pretty much ties into what into Doug's closing here.
I think we have already taxed that enough at this point. I know that your time is valuable. I know you want to be able to spend the holidays with your family.
Right.
I would also like Mr. Kendrick to be able to spend the holidays with his family without the weight of this trial hanging over him. So let's get a move on. You have heard a bit about Diamante Kendrick over the course of this trial.
And when he mentioned that he wanted his client to spend the holidays with his family, what that reminded me was, I know FFS, you might know this. This is a case out of, okay, so Kathy Donovan said no court on Friday. I did not watch the very end, so I don't even know what happened towards the end of today's closing argument. But FFS, if you know this case, there's a case out of, I think this was Jacksonville, Florida. It was a kid, African-American boy. He was a teenager. He was arrested, not just arrested, he was arrested, charged, and he went to trial for the murder of two tourists that were just visiting. His first name is Brandon. I don't remember the last name. What was that kid's name? Anyways, I'll find it later on. But why that reminded me so much of that case was because when he was represented by I love public defenders. He was represented by public defenders, but during their closing, they pushed for the need for this Brandon kid to spend the holidays with his family, and it was Thanksgiving. And that's kind of what I know it's just random. I say random stuff because I have random cases going through my mind at the same time, but it reminded me of that case. And I believe after the jury deliberated, that was a short deliberation though. I'll have to find the case. I think it was called, was it Merck on a Sunday or something along those lines. In any event, the juror, or at least one of the jurors, literally wrote on the board in the deliberation room. They basically had a message there for this kid and said, "Happy Thanksgiving," something along this line. But from what I gleaned was that Doug mentioning that he wanted his client to spend Thanksgiving with his family, it was more so directed at the jurors.
So I want to just talk about him for a few minutes.
Okay.
As
So
you heard, Diamante.
We're going to stop right here because I'm not going to listen to all of this. Obviously, he talked about how Yak is from Miami. He went to Georgia and he got caught up in some stuff. But anyways, he went to Georgia on a football scholarship. We have ESPN. And then what I liked about Doug's closing was the fact that he highlighted that Yak was pretty much collateral damage for Jeffrey Williams. And why that is valid is because this trial commenced with Jeffrey on trial. and then he suddenly disappeared. I know a few weeks back, somebody in here asked if I thought that his absence could adversely affect the two remaining defendants. But now that I think about it, I would like to believe that his absence is actually advantageous to the two remaining defendants. And the reason for that is because it's very clear that most of the evidence that has been presented in this case relates to mostly three people. We have Woody, we have Jeffrey Williams, and then we have Garlington. So based on Doug's entire closing, and not just Doug, if we also include a bit of Shard when he talked about, I don't know, he brought up Woody's song about homicide or whatever, and how he had a theme basically repeating that there's a person that pretty much should have been charged in this case, and they were not charged, and he was alluding to Lil Woody. So from a fact finder's perspective, right, and this is how we're going to get into jury nullification in a little bit. From a fact finder's perspective, if I'm putting myself in the shoes of the jury, it appears as though everybody that should have been charged, or everybody that should have been on trial in this case, has pretty much disappeared, and these two defendants are left. So that's what I liked about him basically claiming that his client is collateral damage, or he just happened to be lumped in with Jeffrey Williams. But then the other side of that thought process is, I don't find it hard to believe that some jurors might wonder what happened of Jeffrey. And again, somebody would actually have to know the workings of a court or criminal court to realize that he entered a guilty plea or accepted a plea of some kind, right? Okay, let's get into here.
First of all, he originates from Miami. He came from Miami.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I believe we moved to 4 minutes. Hopefully, I'm not farther than I should be. But let's see.
That's what we promised you. And that is a bold promise for a defense attorney to make.
Okay.
And it's one you'll rarely hear, but we made you that promise. And we also told you what would happen.
Man, the one thing I love about FFS always comes in clutch. That is correct. It is a Brenton Butler. It's the Brenton Butler case. So thank you for that. Yeah, it's actually a very interesting case. And FFS, I don't know if you've kept up with that kid, but he eventually ended up in some serious legal trouble of his own, stalked some girl or something along those lines. And yeah, so not a happy ending, but at least he was not wrongfully convicted for something he actually did not do.
That the state was going to parade hundreds of witnesses through here to throw everything they could against the wall to see what would stick. And frankly, I would submit that nothing has stuck, that we have kept our promises to you. What did the state promise you? Again, a wolf pack. With a ruthless wolf pack leader. It's late in the day.
That's the part where he's talking about a ruthless leader. Again, this is Jeffrey Williams' case. It's still, to me, it's mind-boggling that the state was not looking for much as it related to Jeffrey. It's mind-boggling. But we'll eventually get into jury nullification, but keep that in mind, where, you know, Doug's talking about a leader, and obviously he's referring to Jeffrey.
Ruthless Wolfpack leader that is here. And instead, you saw that man that wouldn't leave his friends behind.
Humanized him a little bit.
As the state has told you, as Mr. Sharp told you, the state has to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. And they have to prove every element of these charges beyond a reasonable doubt. So let's just talk about reasonable doubt for a moment.
Wait, did I miss the part where he asked, why is the state taking away a year of your life? Okay, let me not mess with this. I'm just going to keep playing.
So when the state began today, they told you that you don't have to seek out doubt.
All right.
They don't want you to think about doubt. But the standard is they have to prove their case to you by guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right. That's a high
They have to
burden.
prove their state to you by guilt beyond a reasonable doubt for each of the charges, for each of the elements. It can't be down here as highly unlikely.
Right.
It is a very high standard.
It is a high standard.
Possibly guilty, probably guilty doesn't do it. It has to be guilt beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
The court is going to charge you. They're going to tell you, for example, that grave suspicion is not sufficient. And let me read you the charge you're going to hear. Facts and circumstances that merely place upon the defendant a grave suspicion of the crime charged, or that merely raises a speculation or conjecture of the defendant's guilt are not
I'm just
sufficient
trying to get to.
authorize a conviction
Hey, Amber.
of the defendant. Mr. Short already explained so much about
He
the
did a
evidence
fantastic
presented
job.
regarding the tragic killing of Donovan Thomas.
Right.
And I need to start by saying I have deep, deep sympathy for the Thomas family. I cannot imagine.
No. What I noticed though was that Shard was really on edge. His client started off on edge because he looked like he was asleep, or I don't know, he had something else going on.
Imagine what it must be like to lose.
And the red, when I turned on this thing and I saw these folks with these red outfits on, I mean, I did not expect somebody to call them a gang, but I could not stop. I think that must have been Love's idea. That's just me. I'm speculating at this point.
Loved one to gun violence or any type of violence like that.
I
myself have 5 children, and just the thought of losing a child tears me up. So I don't know what they must be going through. But I think the evidence that has been shown to you does not demonstrate in any way that Mr. Kendrick is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of the killing of Donovan Thomas. And as Mr. Sharp so ably demonstrated to you, I think that there are others whose perhaps guilt or responsibility for Donovan Thomas's death has been demonstrated far more than my client's alleged responsibility. Briefly, to not belabor the point that Mr. Sharp brought up,
all right,
let's talk about Kenneth Copeland, Little Woody.
Okay, I went way too far. I skipped. Let me try and see if I can find the spot, because I don't want to paraphrase what he said. I'm just gonna have to paraphrase. Hold on. Let me see if I can go back. So this would have been around. Okay, so go back 10 minutes. Hold on. 48. Let's see if we can get to 37, maybe.
And I am going to do something that you have not seen much of.
I don't want
GA to play football, and he has paid his price. Hard work, dedication, and talent came up out of would have you come back with findings of not guilty on all the charges against Mr. Kendrick. Diamante Kendrick is one of Jeffrey Williams' best friends.
Okay.
And as I said, he's a casualty of
I missed it. So it's right before this. It's right before he said this.
Hard work, dedication, and talent came up in his life. He has become sucked up in this targeting of Jeffrey Williams and has become collateral damage.
All right.
And these attacks, the use of his lyrics against him, the use of the lyrics against Jeffrey Williams is frankly shameful. It's an attack on the First Amendment. And there's been so many rights, so many notions that I think we hold dear as a nation that the state has simply The state is simply swept away. So why has the state taken a year of your life?
This was important. We're going to get to jury nullification in a little bit, but keep this in mind. At least I've asked you to keep 2 or 3 things in mind right now.
A year of your life away from the work that you enjoy, the family that you love, your travel, your vacations, your children, grandchildren, parents. Right. Why have they done that? What has been the point? The state told you in their opening that there was a point. And the point was that Jeffrey Williams was the head of a wolf pack.
All right, so we're going to fast forward. We're not going to deal with, because he talks about the act of bravery by Woody and apparently Woody being afraid of the state. But there's a point here. I don't remember because I don't write everything down and I'm working while I'm doing this. But as Doug was speaking, that's what caused me to change my mind in the sense that I don't think this jury will want to come back after the holidays. They would want to move on with their lives and not be tied up in, what might appear to be a witch hunt. But I quickly want to go to, let's see. So this was around, I think I'm going to fast forward maybe 10 minutes. My math is off. My math is always off. But let's see. Let's get here and maybe a little over here.
So it's wonderful that the state's gang experts have such insights into the mental thinking of my client gang activity.
Here's what I'm gonna say. As I was watching Vivarito, as I was watching Vivarito's cross-examination, I kept saying, I believe I may have said it on the live. Vivarito was overstepping her role as a witness, right? It would have been much simpler for her to just answer the questions because that's why there's redirect. But I don't know, she turned into she was beyond an expert. So what is this? FFS says, I need to put my glasses on. Juan Curtis and Jermel Williams are both arrested in connection to the crime. Williams testified against Curtis. Williams got 10 years. Curtis was found guilty, but from a constitutional right. And then FFS, fair trial. He was granted a second trial. He was found guilty again and got to, man. Yeah, we'll eventually talk about, you've heard me say over and over again that I don't believe in excessive sentences. As far as 2 life sentences, that's pretty excessive. Jerome, you can join if you'd like. Let's see. I think oh my goodness, not you two fighting. All right. I guess they're fighting. I don't know what's going on. And maybe they're just, I don't know, friendly banter.
Activity. It's just exhausting, folks.
You see, these are the type of words, again, keep track of the different, not just different, keep track of what he's saying.
All right. The racketeering charge.
Okay. There's a part I really want to play. I've lost timestamps. I wish I could cut this thing up after work, but I cannot because I was parenting. Okay.
Kendrick was trying to make it out. Mr. Kendrick would not let himself be thrown away like happened to Mr. Stevens. So I don't believe there's a conspiracy that's been shown beyond a reasonable consent in and concurrence in the commission of the crime unless the evidence shows beyond a reasonable.
Again, I'm just forwarding because I have it written down here, but I want you to hear it from Doug, and then we'll talk about jury nullification.
Doubt that such person committed the alleged crime, helped in the actual perpetration of the crime, or participated to possess those weapons, intended to possess those drugs. So you're going to get up and talk to the jury, but then the state gets to go again. And they're great lawyers from the state.
After you just bash them. He's a hot mess.
They may not remember what you say. They're going to have the last word. And I said, no, you are wrong. You are wrong. The state does not have the last word.
I cannot wait to hear from the jurors in this case. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. I'd like to know exactly what it is they were thinking.
The jury has the last word. You guys have the last word. Each of you will decide the fate of Mr. Kendrick. Each of you individually will decide whether the state has met their high burden on each of these counts and on each of the elements of the counts to show that he committed this.
And I hate to say it, but what's her name? What's her name? What is her name? I forgot. Oh, Whitaker. Paige Whitaker actually seemed a little lively today. I guess she sees that the end is near and she can get back to her dear life.
Beyond a reasonable doubt. When you go back and deliberate, I believe that you can go back and send the message that.
There we go. Did you hear that? She wants, or he wants the jurors to send a message. I'm just going to go back a little bit. Let's go back. I hope I don't go too far. Okay, let's see.
The state hasn't met these lower standards either.
That's the most important part from Doug's
I think when you go back there and deliberate, you'll come up with the same idea, the same conclusion. This case against Mr. Kendrick should have never been brought. That same Saturday night when I saw The Mentalist, a friend was saying to me,
did I go back too far?
Your problem is that the state has the last word. You're going to get up and talk to the jury, but then the state gets to go again. And they're great lawyers from the state. And they may not remember what you say. They're going to have the last word. And I said, no, you are wrong. You are wrong. The state does not have the last word. The jury has the last word. You guys have the last word. Each of you will decide the fate of Mr. Kendrick. Each of you individually will decide whether the state has met their high burden on each of these counts and on each of the elements of the counts to show that he committed this beyond a reasonable doubt. When you go back and deliberate, I believe that you can go back and send the message targeting people, fixating on individuals who have managed to climb out of their circumstance, attacking people for their music and their lyrics and their art is wrong, is wrong. Targeting only people of color
that was
music
important
and lyrics is wrong. Winnie Lee, when he was on the stand, told you. He told all of us.
Okay, we're not going to get into Winnie Lee right now. Is that the very end? Hold on, let me let him finish.
Even though I am a black man, not everything I write about is true or autobiographical. He has an imagination.
This discussion about people of color is important in the context of not just the geographical makeup of Fulton County, but this is him directly communicating to the folks that are on the jury. And we'll talk about this in a little bit.
Mr. Kendrick has an imagination. He has things to say about what he sees in the world around him, as does Winnie Lee, as does Jeffrey Williams. And the use of lyrics and artistic expression against individuals is wrong, it's un-American, and it shows the desperation of the state that they have to reach to that level in order to try to make a case against Mr. Kendrick. You can show that maybe, just maybe, we really do believe it when we tell people that through hard work,
again, he says you can
pull yourself up from wherever you came from. And that we, as Americans, as people, we believe in redemption.
All right.
So I ask you to please remember that during and after the state's closing, to remember that when you're deliberating, to remember that each of you individually gets to make that decision of guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. So I'm going to ask for the sale, because that is what you're supposed to do. Right? And I'm going to ask you to go back there, deliberate, and come back with not guilty verdicts for Mr. Kendrick on all the charges against him. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Okay, so that was the most important part as far as Doug's closing is concerned. Okay, so in criminal cases, in criminal jurisprudence, there is something called jury nullification. Okay, so basically, this is when a jury in a criminal trial votes not guilty, even though they believe that the defendant is guilty. Okay. The reason why he was signaling this, or why I'm of the opinion that he was signaling for the jury to nullify the process, is because he started talking about, where are my notes again? He started talking about how the state in this case has wasted a year of, not wasted, but basically taken a year of their lives away from them. He started talking about music, lyrics, whatever. We had a discussion about this last night. And then he specifically talks to people of color. Okay. So, in essence, what jury nullification is, I think we just talked about that. But let's quickly, let me give you an example. So, an example of jury nullification would be a case where, for example, a father finds, some adult engaged in improper conduct with a minor child, like they find them in bed, and the father decides to, take that person's life. Under such circumstances, some folks might be of the opinion that the father was justified, even if evidence is presented that he exceeded the bounds of self-defense or defense of another. So that is one example of when a jury might actually nullify the process. Okay. And then if we just go, what am I saying? Hold on. So during, what is this? So obviously the judge, I did not watch the very end of today's court proceedings, but I do not think that the judge charged the jury or gave them the jury instructions yet. So what Doug was in essence asking them to do is, even though there are guidelines for you to do X, Y, Z in order to find these defendants guilty, nullify the entire process. Do not take it into consideration. Send a message to the prosecution that they cannot keep doing this to people of color. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of his closing, which is important because for some folks that have not lived under the circumstances that these two and the other co-defendants that were charged in this case, or even the ones that were not charged, some folks are not able to relate to that. But obviously, we don't know the identity of the jury at this point. But I don't think that Doug would be making this argument if he did not think that the jury could relate to what he was saying. So let's see. What are you people talking about? So FFS says, how's it excessive? They took two people's lives. They received one life sentence per life. In my opinion, fair punishment. That is your opinion, FFS. I still think that's excessive. And then, yeah. He was swift with those backhanded compliments. I agree that's going to be crazy with a jury. And then juror 56 already has his pen ready. That is true. I kept calling him 51 this entire time. That man's ready. He is ready to return to his life. And that's when I came to the realization that these folks are not they're not going to come back another week. And then Jerome says, okay, talking about when she was bullying, seeing somebody was going to the bathroom. Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay, I definitely did not watch that. What dogs are you talking about, Jerome? Jury will deliberate from tomorrow. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the superstar. Man, this guy is brilliant. Let's move on to the superstar. All right, let's get back to the very beginning. Man, when I tell you that SB is sick, that man is sick. That man is sick. I've seen at least on one other occasion where he literally looked like he was shaking. And I don't know, is Jasmine here? Jasmine, I want to know, was your cousin in court or no? Was Big Cuzzo in court today or not? But this man is sick, 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 sick. All right. So let's see. And I'm actually glad Love did not talk. I'm glad she did. I mean, I missed the very ending. I hope she did not open her mouth because when I saw in the courtroom today, I was not very happy. I was not happy at all. And they were painting the courtroom red. I don't know. There might be a trend in Fulton County, though. And the reason why I say that it's because, again, I keep talking about Judge McBurney. I watch his court occasionally. And there's a trial that concluded 2 weeks ago. And the judge remarked on the prosecutors matching outfits because that's what they were doing every single day. They were busy. They basically looked like what is this, work wife and work husband. They were matching to a T. But let's see. Okay, so okay, I think there was a break somewhere around here. Am I mistaken?
Double checking the charges.
Okay, that's fine.
I think there was a break somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, so there was a break. Blah blah blah. There's another break. Then they're going to be messing around with the podium. Yeah, there they are. Okay, and then I think the jury. Hold on. Okay, so that's the stage. I did not watch.
Over and over.
Yeah, I did not watch much of this. We're just going to have to find. Okay, we have Atkins. We have to find. Who's this? When do we get to Shart? Okay, so 12:55. So let's get to 12:55. I'm gonna watch the state's closing just because I want to see what it is that they had to say. Is it here? Okay, I think this is still state. No? Yeah, that's still state. That is still state. That's a lengthy break. All right, so we have the man of the hour. We have the man of the hour. Okay, so Amber is glad that Love did not speak. No, no, I don't want to see Love on another case again. At least it shouldn't be televised. So, what on earth are you people talking about? I guess I'll leave you out there. All right, let's get started.
And this indictment has plenty of bullets.
Wait, no, he started out with some poetry. I guess he was inspired by Love's opening. Look at Mr. Bumpus. Mr. Bumpus looking sharp, baby. All right, come on. All right, come on, folks. Come on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and why did it? Because I caught some of Atkins' opening. Why did he say it doesn't give you? Did he say wait? Did he mention a marriage license? Apparently, they don't have a marriage license to They don't have a marriage license to kill. Isn't that? I don't know. I thought that must have been a shot or something, but whatever. Let's get back here.
Thank you. All right, Mr.
Man, this
Sharp,
guy
you
was
may
brilliant.
present your closing.
All right, come on.
Thank you, John. Accusations are easy to make.
All right.
Allegations are easy to wage. And
All
this
right,
indictment
poet.
has plenty of both.
All right, poet.
But here's the thing. There's a big difference between making allegations and proving them in court beyond a reasonable doubt to the citizens of Fulton County. It's a different matter entirely.
All right.
The state has spent the past year with a hammer.
They keep emphasizing how these folks have pretty much taken up a year of their lives and did not prove anything.
In their hand, banging on a square peg that they call evidence. Banging, banging, banging.
Who's parenting
Trying
Jerome?
so hard to fit that square peg into the round hole that they call their narrative, their
This is
theory.
great. I'm going to turn this up.
And the reality is that square peg does not fit in that round hole.
Right.
It never fit. The state hasn't proven their case, and they certainly haven't proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt. In this indictment,
What is she drinking? I'm so nosy.
alleged, accused Shannon Stillwell in count 1 of violating the Georgia, conspiring.
I don't know how much Shannon and Bumpus are paying this man, but that's money well spent. Money well spent.
To violate the Georgia RICO Act. He did not. They have not proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt. I'm going to ask you to find Shannon Stillwell not guilty.
All right.
In count 2.
And this is what I liked about his closing. He came out of the gate basically asking the jurors to return a verdict of not guilty. I don't know that I've seen this style before. Typically, or at least when I've done my closings, it's always at the end, but I'm stealing that. I am stealing his style. Start by asking for not guilty, and then you get into, the evidence. I really, really like that. It's kind of, here I go off again with one of my random stories. But that's why, as an attorney, I like watching other attorneys basically work, and that's how I get to perfect my my practice or my art. Here's an example. When I first watched, there's a documentary on, I don't know where I watched this. Anyways, there's a documentary about Angela Davis, okay? I'm hoping most of you know who Angela Davis is. And the documentary centered around her trial, okay? The very first time I watched the documentary, it must have been 12 or 13 years ago. Around that time, I was a prosecutor, so I just, I watched it from a history perspective. But then I rewatched that documentary again in August, and I looked at it from a different perspective. I mean, that was after I was a public defender. But what was interesting in that trial that I have not actually seen in practice was the fact that her defense attorneys had her do the opening statement, where she basically, because communism and America, so she was, anyways, let me leave it at that. But what I liked about her or her attorneys allowing her to do the opening statement was because she basically got to tell them who she was, that she was not this person that, the prosecution was painting her out to be. So in any event, I am stealing short style of asking for a not guilty verdict from the onset, as opposed to first going through the evidence and then asking for it at the end.
The state alleged that Shannon Stillwell on January 10, 2015, shot and killed Donovan.
Amber, you are too kind. She said, "Law, don't consider it stealing, just crafting or tailoring your style." Yeah, but man, he's brilliant. He needs to write a book not everybody can be a writer, but he needs to do something.
He did not. The state hasn't proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and I'm going to ask you to find Shannon Stillwell not guilty of count 2. In counts 49 through 54, the state has alleged that Shannon Stillwell on March 14, 2022, shot and killed Shamel Drinks.
And they're zooming into that man. When they started doing this, I wanted them to zoom in on the gallery because I wanted to see if Kayla was there or not.
He did not.
No, did she go live? No, I'm just being nosy. I'll look that up on my phone.
The state has not proven their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and I'm going to ask you to find Shannon Stillwell not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think I've made this abundantly clear over the past year. My name is Max Shard,
Right.
and I represent Shannon Stillwell.
Love it.
But that's not the entire story.
Right.
In fact, I have been joined by my co-counsel, Mr. David Botts, my wonderful legal assistant, Shaquille Kokomo, and it's been our honor to represent Mr. Shannon Stillwell
That was great.
throughout this process. And I'm excited.
All right. So what he then goes on, because obviously a lot of you have watched this, so I'm not going to rehash everything because I think it's more fruitful when we do have an actual discussion. Dang, she left baby in court by himself. He needs a ride or die. He needs a ride or die. No. You cannot leave baby in court by himself. Okay, I know what you guys are talking about. But in any event, so what follows next, he is basically just telling the jury that they should not assign more credibility to law enforcement just because they're law enforcement. That is, typically, that also comes out in voir dire. It's common for not public defenders, but defense attorneys and public defenders to make this argument. And the reason for that is because, I mean, it might be different in Fulton County because if we're going to go with Doug's perspective of closing argument, and if the people of the county, or at least the folks on the jury, do not have good relations with law enforcement, then I'd understand why he'd make the type of closing, or I'd understand why, because usually folks on just overall, most people are friendly to the police. Most people see the police or law enforcement as this figure of authority. So defense wants to ensure that they do not, or the members of the jury do not give the law enforcement witnesses more credibility than should be assigned to their testimonies. And then what did he, okay, and then after that, he goes on to talk about, I should have written down a better timestamp, but let me see if I can find that spot. He goes on to talk about Black history and Black art. Let's see. Okay, so this is credibility. Is that it? I think that's it. And then sometime after this.
Okay. I think Viverito
Okay.
talked for 71 people.
Man, Viverito, she was awful. I hate to be this person, but she made an absolutely terrible witness. Had she just answered the questions, she would not be as problematic, or testimony would not be as problematic as it currently is. And what I liked about Shard's criticism of Viverito was when she understands, she basically she sealed her own fate, really. Because I don't remember, it was an aspect regarding, was it the diamond or something to do about her incorrectly interpreting some evidence. And instead of her conceding, or her just admitting that she would make a correction if she realized that she had incorrectly interpreted evidence, that girl just said she would still go by her interpretation. I was so disappointed in her because I don't know. Let me leave that woman alone. So let's go. I'm trying to find where he talks about. Did I go past it? I hope not.
And actually, could you put up 471 VVA
I
first?
think I did.
Consider the manner that they testify
Okay, maybe
and
not.
how much relation between the eagle and the snake doesn't have the ability as you observe it. Mr. Kokomo thing that they come up with at their little private meetings every year at these 2-day seminars
Yeah.
where they don't get input.
This was completely insane. I don't know how the judge qualified these folks as experts. It's mind-boggling, but then again, the state does not have to have a perfect presentation of their evidence, so we'll see.
Input from anyone else. You don't have to buy that.
Yeah,
It's not a hybrid game.
that was insane.
Crimes were committed by people with YSL tattoos on their face.
Yeah.
Crimes were committed by people.
Again, Fonnie Willis definitely overcharged in this case. She overcharged.
People that use YSL emojis on social media.
Yeah.
Crimes, I'm sure, were committed by people that use the word slap, prison, or death. That's the reality
All right.
where a lot of these kids at the time were living. And the state, throughout their presentation of this case, has played several videos of people, of young people.
FFS, did Diggy make it yet or no? Is she still on her way or no?
In parking lots, at parks. Some of them might have a gun, using foul language. Someone might be smoking marijuana. Some might be saying slap. A lot of times people are, and it's kind of sad to watch, a lot of people talking about all the stuff they got when we all know they really don't have it.
I don't have.
He identifies
Oh, yeah.
to be a musician.
I want to look at this video.
And you want to go into the
I was
say nothing to be
watching this.
ashamed of. You can take it down.
I was watching this from my phone, so I want to
Prison or death.
see what Jeffrey looked like.
That's the reality where a lot of these kids at the time were living.
And then also, I like the fact that Shaw brought out the fact that Vivarito manipulated evidence. That's obviously not going to go well with the jury. And then he hammered on the fact that she misled and lied to a judge, basically. That was good.
And the state, throughout their presentation of this case, has played several videos of
All right, let's see this
people,
one.
of young people in parking lots, at parks. Some of them might have a gun, using foul language. Someone might be smoking marijuana. Some might be saying slap. A lot of times people are, and it's kind of sad to watch, a lot of people talking about all the stuff they got when we all know they really don't have anything. About all the cars they own. Remember that one gentleman? Oh yeah, I'm getting my daughter this, I'm getting my son that car. You know, cat.
Let me say cat.
We saw those videos, and I'm watching all these videos, and I'm wondering, you know, what's the point? Why is the state playing this? Just to show like bad kids, or who they feel are bad kids, just to show who they feel are future criminals. Like, what's the
Okay, and here's another part about when Shard was criticizing Vivarito's investigation of this case, right? He talked about how she basically sought to mislead the fact finder. This is obviously the words or the Instagram. I don't have Instagram, so I don't know how it works. I mean, maybe she was explaining to me when she kept saying, if you have Instagram or whatever it is she was saying. But in any event, he highlighted that she manipulated the evidence when she did the screen grab of the words that basically were not, they were out of context. Let me put it that way. And what I got from that was basically Shard telling, again, it's this idea of jury nullification. It was Shard telling the jurors that the law basically allows you to nullify the verdict. You don't have to go along with the jury instructions, because in essence, you can, again, send a message to the DA's office that we are not going to tolerate this.
The point of these videos that are really sad to watch.
By this, obviously, I mean poor investigations, them trying to, this whole supposed witch hunt on Jeffrey Williams. I'm going to go back to my previous point of, I wonder how all of this would have played out. What I mean by that is the presentation of evidence. Had Jeffrey still been a defendant in this trial? And the reason for that is because we have seen that after he entered a guilty plea, there's pretty much been this shift, right? Where the two remaining defendants would blame Jeffrey every opportunity they got.
And then they played this video, and it's marked 54W, and I'm going to ask Mr. Kokomo to pull it up, but not play it yet. And it's a video where you see a group of people hanging out in the park, in a parking lot in the park, and you see Jeffrey Williams.
I highly, 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 highly doubt. I cannot even stand. I don't know. Let me leave that one alone. Jerome says, I don't trust the prosecution at all. Why would Love be there wearing red? What do you mean by that? You need to get out here and tell me what you mean by that. I'm sending the link. I need you to explain, because, yeah, get in here, Jerome.
Janet Stillwell's not in this video. And you see Jeffrey Williams leaning on a car. And you see his emaciated body.
Yeah.
You see his teeth.
That's
that are
crazy.
rotten.
He talked about that man's teeth.
And he's wearing pants that are clearly too short, too small, clearly been handed down, traded. They didn't come out of Phipps Plaza. You see him wearing a Alabama Letterman jacket. And I'm not talking about like.
And then again, I'm going back and forth because I'm just taking a look at my notes. And what I also gleaned from Shard's criticism of Vivarito is the fact that the jury does not necessarily have to understand all the mechanics of the law. They don't even have to understand all the mechanics of the jury instructions that they'll be charged with. But what they do understand is dishonesty. So if an officer is willing to manipulate evidence in order to put somebody away, it's almost an expectation that it could happen to you. So I like that message. What is Jerome saying? I will come up, but not coming by myself. I need someone else to mess your conversation up. We have to debate. No, you can come up. You can come up. I don't know. Yeah, you can come up.
Like the cool Letterman jacket that you might get at Mitchell and Ness. That's where you get like high price sporting goods, throwback stuff. Not cool like that. Like one that was probably made in the 80s. The Letterman the sleeves are all nasty.
I wonder if Love's going to retire after. I mean, she probably should not retire because Willis is still there. So I don't know. They can.
And the thing comes down to like his navy. And people are picking at him. Not in a harmful way, but picking at him. Picking at his clothes.
Video.
Go ahead, Mr. Copeland.
All right, come on.
Checking out here.
Hold on, look, my partner say the man stole his swag. No.
Hey, Jay, how you say he
And his teeth were jacked up. I hate to be this person, but I was watching this on my phone, so I did not get to see this.
Let me wind it out. Hold on. My nigga.
Money actually does make a difference.
Michelle say he the king of white swagging, right? Shut up one time. Let lady.
And Jerome, when I was listening to this part, the individual talking over here kind of sounds like you, but obviously they're not from New York. So, yeah, but they kind of, I don't know. Must have been the cadence or something.
He supposed to see what he's doing,
No, what was that man talking about? Those pants aren't small. Those don't touch my ankles.
Take them out now.
What was that man talking about? I don't know about that one, Short. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? I'm trying to find my timestamp. All right. Okay. And then he goes on to talk about, I guess, let me just let him talk about his rap theme.
What
And,
happens there?
you know,
I think about when I was young. This ain't nothing to be ashamed of. You can take it down.
man, this guy is too cool.
This is white boy swag.
Yeah.
This is swag.
The shirt is too cool.
Think about that for a second. What that means. And I'm not suggesting Shannon.
What is Jerome? I'll wait for one more person so we debate. We need 3 people. I don't know. Jasmine might be on the cruise with her cousin. So Jasmine might be on the cruise with her cousin.
Stillwell saw that video.
I know Diggy was up here last night, but I think Diggy will only be here when it's time to talk about what is this, the lyrics?
But that mindset, I'm not ashamed where I came from. In fact, I'm going to turn it into a positive. I'm going to turn it into a sense of pride.
All right, come on.
And lo and behold, what happens? Everyone starts wearing the skinny jeans.
Yeah, he lost me when he talked about skinny jeans. I was like, what?
Now think about if you're Walter Murphy. Think about if you're Trontavious Stevens in that Cleveland Avenue neighborhood. You're struggling, you're dealing with the same things that Jeffrey Williams is.
Mm-hmm.
And you're ashamed.
All right, let me just get my timestamp right. So 450, this was around 126, I think. I'm trying to find a specific timestamp. Hold on. Isolated crimes. I'm just gonna go. Hold on. 55. I'll put another 10 on there. Let's see. I'm just gonna do this. But what I liked, the part that I'm skipping over, what I liked about Shard was basically him hammering home the fact that we're not claiming that, or at least he was not claiming that his defendant or his client was a clean slate, but because the crimes that these folks were engaged in were isolated crimes and not part of a larger organization. I thought that was a good argument as far as the RICO charge is concerned. So, okay, let me get up here.
Donovan Thomas and some of the evidence in this case. Eyewitnesses. Who did we hear from? We heard from Reginald Hendricks. He was a gentleman that was shot.
Let's find Woody. Okay, let me.
He was standing near Donovan Thomas. He didn't identify anyone. We heard from 2 witnesses, 2 people that were in the barbershop, working the barbershop. They heard.
Yeah, and I wanted to know. No, I think we had a discussion because I wanted to talk about Tierra Jones a little bit because I know I need Jasmine to come here. Where's Jasmine? Because Jasmine was saying that, hey, Jerome.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
You're from New York? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, I would say I wasn't feeling good this weekend, but I'm good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
That's a
one of your
bummer.
people's in the chat. They checked on me. I ain't gonna say no
Oh,
names.
really?
Yeah, no names, but whoever that is, they know they are. Not Jasmine, because I know you think Jasmine. Not Jasmine.
Well, I don't know how to check on anybody. I don't even know how this live thing actually works. I have Greg usually helping me.
Somebody was being smart, but I'm not gonna say who it is and how they did it because this is the internet, so keep it private.
Okay. Well, I'll.
As I don't know who the person is. I just know their
Sure.
first name and they was in the chat.
Oh,
But how you
okay.
doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm exhausted. I hope I don't have to work on Wednesday, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to work on Wednesday. But I'm also very excited though. I'm excited for this upcoming holiday.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have the pleasure and privilege. Never mind. I'll leave it there. All right, let's get into this.
All right.
done with this. Now it's gonna say something inappropriate, so let's leave it alone.
But I'm sitting in the back because there's a lot of stuff you said you was going to cover because you know I like to listen to the lawyer. So I'm sitting
Oh,
back,
okay.
listening and listening.
Yeah, I'm a very chaotic person, so I'm gonna stick to this. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna play this. I mean, obviously, chime in if you have thoughts.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm by myself. I got your back.
All right, good. I appreciate it.
They ducked. They described what happened afterwards. No one identified anyone out of those two
Right.
witnesses. We heard from a man named Sammy Davis, an older gentleman who lived across the street,
Yeah.
who knew Donovan Thomas. They called him.
I guess I must have skipped this. I think I don't know. I was probably walking around making copies or something. But I skipped this portion where Shard was talking about the victims in this case that are not related to any of these organizations or cliques or whatever we're going to call these people.
Car wash. He watched Donovan Thomas's car. He didn't see anyone in the car. That was his testimony. And then we didn't hear from, but we heard about someone named Spencer Wright.
Okay. All right. I'm going to fast forward. He talked about rap as a theme. He talked about his client wanting to be a rapper. And then I wondered, however, if Shard was trying to. Okay, I'm going to ask FFS. For people that actually live in Atlanta, right? How big is Jeffrey Williams? Because for somebody like me, I mean, I'm aware of Young Thug. I don't even know if I've ever heard, I don't know if I've heard a Young Thug song before. Maybe I have in passing, but I listen to people out of Chicago. In any event, I was trying to figure out if Shard was trying to win the jury over with Young Thug's music, right? That's kind of a lingering question that I have. And Greg said he destroyed Woody. What do you mean by that?
Actually, we heard about someone named Nicholas Robinson. What did we hear about Nicholas Robinson?
Okay, and then he emphasized I guess who's this? Because obviously when Taisha, I'm just being messy now. When Taisha got on the stand, she said that she was not sure if they go together, but obviously Shard made it clear here because he referred to Taisha as the ex-girlfriend. Okay, so it's pretty clear right now. But he talked about who's this? He talked about his client often carrying a gun for protection. I suppose that might be. I'm just thinking again in terms of jury nullification because this man is really not supposed to be possessing a gun, and he should not be possessing a gun committing crimes. But I wonder about that. And then again, he gets to talk about they were selling drugs. He was not sharing profits. Music, more music. And then he talks about how his client was not an angel, which that was actually a good, from my perspective, that was good of him to bring out because it's more damaging for the prosecution to highlight. I mean, they cannot actually do that. They cannot bring out his bad character, but it is going to come out just based on the charges that he's facing. But I'm glad that Shard did not try to hide the ball or hide who his client is. So that was great on his part. And then again, I want to know about Tierra Jones. I want to know if Caleb Bumpus knows about this girl because it sounds like some folks are still going to be after this guy. But actually, here's my thing. For my own selfish reasons, I actually want an acquittal in this case. And the reason why I want an acquittal in this case, because I think there's more to the marriage, okay? The reason why I think there's more to the marriage is because as I was going over those dates today, this marriage was entered into prior to the what was it called? Prior to Jeffrey's plea, because Jeffrey entered a guilty plea on October 31. So this is also prior to I forgot the attorney's name, but it starts with a W. The one, it was a lady. I forgot her name. Anyways, the one who made the motion for a mistrial that basically culminated in these plea deals. So I'm just trying to it does not make sense, because when they entered into this marriage, there was no indication that this case was going to resolve anytime soon. Obviously, the pleas were not on the table. Or maybe they know something that I don't. I guess they might be confident as far as a not guilty verdict. But I want it to be back. I want the jury to return a not guilty verdict so that I can figure. I don't know if I'm going to figure it out or not, but I'm pretty sure it's going to come to light as to the circumstances under which this marriage was entered into, because if he remains incarcerated, we're not going to find out. So that's my own selfish reasons for why I want a not guilty verdict in this case. But I'm going to move on. Hold on.
Investigator Thorpe talked
So,
about it, and definitely District Attorney Sprinkle talked about this as well. What did we hear about Nicholas Robinson?
I'm going to
We
find
heard about
the timestamp.
on the indictment, and we're supposed to, according to that sheet,
I'm going to find a timestamp that is.
I'm going to tell you, Max Shard said this here today. Y'all threaten to punch me in the face anytime, but don't threaten to put me in prison.
Oh, this was Lil
He
Woody.
had just been
Yeah, Woody was problematic. Let me see. Okay, we're still good on time, so I think we can take a look at the state's closing as far as it relates to Woody, because I popped in like every 2 seconds or whatever, and I saw interrogation tapes and the like. But Greg said that Hilton had a strong closing, so we definitely want to look at that. And Woody was Woody is problematic. He is problematic as far as he's a state's witness. He's just, I don't know, he just complicates this whole thing. But that makes me wonder. I think this is a discussion from the weekend. It must have actually have been Jasmine that brought this up. Was it Jasmine or was it Dee? I don't know. One of the two, where they suggested that this may have been some type of ploy in order to get the other defendants off, and that has me that definitely has me wondering. The man is problematic. He's a problematic witness. And then let me see. I really messed up my timestamp, but let me see if I can find that homicide. Where is it? It was like an album cover or something, or a thumbnail, something along those lines. Because I liked what Shard. I liked a lot of what Shard did. Was this after the break? Did I write down the break? Hold on. No, the break comes later on. I just messed up the timestamp. Hold on.
arrested on that warrant from when he did that. And when they arrested him on the warrant, they came into his girlfriend Deshaun Quarterman's apartment.
Okay.
And what did they find? They find another gun, a stolen Smith & Wesson in Deshaun's kitchen. And they find a stolen MacBook in Deshaun's apartment.
Where's that?
And they find stolen IDs and stolen property in Deshaun's car. And so now we got 2 guns, stolen property. Oh, and then the police are saying, oh, this stolen property. It's
Go back. I think I found the timestamp. So this would have been around 2:18. I just need to go back a little bit. Did I just lose my note? What's going on?
No, I'm laughing at FFS.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at my notes. So that's 2:18. And my math is always off. Okay, so we're going to go back to 5:20. And that will put us around... Oh, no, let me go back another 5 minutes. Oh, I think that was it. Was that it?
You got to put me on because I ain't watched nothing today. I was working because I didn't work well. I didn't see nothing except for when the Hiltons, it sounded like she was bullying one of the jurors.
Oh, really? I need to watch.
I came in for 10 minutes and I caught it right there when she was saying, well, if you did, sound like she was bullying. Like, I was like, oh man, I was working all day. I just caught that one part. That's what I was saying earlier.
Well, I'll have to watch that because I did not watch.
FFS knows what I'm talking about. He'll probably know.
Okay. I trust a drink from Cosby. Who? Bill Cosby before trusting anything from. Oh my, that's
Yeah,
crazy. That
yeah,
is really
that's the type
crazy.
of case this is. That's exactly the type
What?
of case this
That
is
is
that you have to talk
crazy.
like that. It's crazy. That's it's funny as you know what. That's
I
hilarious.
guess that's really serious if you're gonna go with Bill Cosby. So.
I mean, Love looked like she was on that same drink, right? FFS. She got her drink right too.
Oh
I ain't
really?
never seen her that calm like that. I ain't never seen her that relaxed.
Oh.
And all she did was look at the camera one time. I saw that too. She looked at the camera with that look that she give. I
I'm
did
just
see
glad
that
that
too.
I'm glad that woman did not talk because I was already thrown off
Yeah.
when I saw her. I was like, no, here we go. But I'm glad, I'm glad she let other folks actually do the talking. And then Amber says, like she was prepped by Love or something. I'm gonna have to find that because I did not I did not watch much of the.
Yeah, because that wasn't really Hilton. That's not how she really. When I caught that, I was like, "Is it because she wearing red? Because she had a different. She had some bump in there. I was
Oh, some
like, "Wow,
energy.
yeah." I
It
was
must
like,
have been bad timing. But let me quickly go over this guy.
I
I mean, obviously, there's just so much to go with. We're still good on time. There's so much to go with Shard. Uh, I think the most important thing is Lil Woody, though. So let me find. Hopefully, this is the right timestamp.
When he keeps bringing up Donovan Thomas, it's not a confession.
Okay.
That's how he's known. That's what he's known for. That's his selling point in this type of music that celebrates it, much to some of our chagrin. It just is what it is. We saw a post that Shannon Still made on
All right, come on.
January 27, 2022. Page 24, Mr. Kokomo. And this is the untranslated version, but I'm not hiding from it. The translated version says Peanut Stone Grave. But what does it say?
He looks like a little kid. Oh no, but
Well, Peanut Head.
I fell off.
Huh?
Nothing.
No,
That's what they shutting
what's
up.
his name? Shannon. He looks. I don't know. He kind of looks like a teenager. Maybe he might. He probably was a
Tight
teenager.
ass pants. He like.
Well, you don't wear these. You don't wear skinny jeans.
Shit. The hell. I'll be exposing too much. I'm well endowed.
You're from New York. You wear baggy. This is the style. This is the style, Jerome. I don't know. I don't wear skinny jeans either. That shit's uncomfortable.
But this is 2015 though. They going back, right? That's old stuff. Right?
Yeah, I probably wore them in 2015, so whatever.
100 times, I bounce back. Life size. Hashtag life size lizard. Lizard.
What is Amber saying?
Lizard walk.
So Amber is saying that's not a style, almost like she was fighting for it. Man, a lot is on the line. They're gonna have to go out and start private practices or something. They're gonna have to do something. But I don't know that. I think that's part of the at least when I worked for the government, I liked the job security because you'd have to do something really egregious to get fired. But I guess this is national news. It's on a national platform. I mean, it's YouTube, but still.
I didn't watch it, but Amber, I can believe it. I didn't watch it, but I could, for that little bit that I saw, that little 10 minutes, I could see what she's talking about. I only watched for 10 minutes. I was like, what the?
Yeah,
I saw all the red and then how her composure was. I was like, who the hell is this lady? Who is she?
We'll get into it just because Greg said that Hilton did her thing. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
All right.
I mean, the only reason I'm playing this is because I wanted to highlight. There's a part where he talks about Woody. I wished I could like fast forward in 10-second increments. I'm pretty sure Greg's gonna say there's a way. I just don't know how to do it. So,
And it says Manny Tumba de Piedro. What's he talking about here? Fell off 100 times in the hospital for a month.
God.
So yeah, maybe in January
Oh, there it is.
2022, just maybe
Yeah, there it is. I think
he did it. That's how it started. That's why he has that
and
target
this man was
on his
on
back.
fire, straight fire.
There's another possibility as well.
Okay, here we go.
Mr. Stillwell is just a kid who was raised by his grandmother in Thomasville. Nothing more, nothing less. But all of a sudden, he was known as a tough guy behind this. Wasn't true, but that was the public perception. That was the persona that was thrust on him.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe while he was sick of it, sick of being shot at, sick of being chastised, sick of being threatened, maybe also
Sir, come on.
a calculation was made. You know what? If they're going to keep shooting at me, I might as well lean into this a little bit.
That's a terrible argument, but okay.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Traction in the street.
Huh?
Nothing. It just don't seem like the shard. He seems like he's off or something. Like he look like he took a pill too or something. He don't look the same.
I don't know. For me, though, Shard and his client looked very, very nervous. Very, very nervous. So
Who was nervous?
Shard, a bit.
Yeah, he's a little bit. Yeah, I don't. You like he lost weight too. Damn.
Like,
Let's say you got.
they
Okay.
probably did lose weight in this trial. I don't blame them. They barely. I don't know.
He seems off. I don't know why he seems off.
This
he
is
looks.
stressful.
But let me shut up because I didn't watch nothing today.
No, but the trial, Shard did a fantastic job. I'm going to say that. There are some parts where he contradicted himself, which I didn't like, but I'll highlight those. I don't know where I can find. Huh?
How did he? In your words. Just saying your words.
Okay, so I'm going to have to go over my notes here because, hold on. Let's see. We've gone over that. We've gone over that. For example, there's a part, at least my time zone, it was around 2:49, and then he refers to, I think that was, which defendant was that? There was a defendant that said they were saying that folks were after him. I think it was it Donovan Thomas, somebody. Anyways, because one of Shard's themes has been or have been the Fulton County Blues or whatever he calls it, right? When these folks are in the in what is this, the corrections outfits. But
you talking about Lucci?
Who's that? No, I don't think that was Lucci. I know what Lucci looks like. No,
talking about locked up in jail?
Let me find the spot. I'm gonna find.
You're talking about the young kid that does the clothes.
No, not this. No? Is not the slime. Whatever.
Right,
let me find the spot. Let's listen to this part, and then I'll find the spot.
It does have traction in the music industry.
Because I don't write down every single word. Because I just write down times in like single words, so I know what they were referring to. But yeah, I'll find it.
Maybe that's why he's hashtagging his rap name in the post. The bottom line is, yes, I acknowledge. He's referencing songs.
Okay.
Or confessions.
So let me find my timestamp. If I can find this timestamp, we're gonna be. Hold on. Where's the timestamp? Woody. Okay, so this is 1:59. All right.
What would that really mean? Could you put on 28?
That's a mess.
Remember that song, Homicide by Lil Woody, Kenneth Copeland, who played the role of the assassin, Threat, Trevante Turner.
Find that song.
You watched the video. I don't think we need to watch it again. Who gets killed? Someone who looks like Donovan Thomas, who put money on his head.
521.
How do you do it? You screenshot it or you just go by?
Songs or confessions?
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead. We're listening.
Do you Jerome, what's going on with you?
I'm asking a question. But go ahead.
So why didn't you continue asking your question? Why did you retract?
Because when you timestamp and you I would push the up button if you're watching whatever channel, and that's how you could just screenshot it and you'll get the number every time.
I
Am I
cannot
wrong?
do that. I mean, it's a possibility, but I do that on my phone. So usually I have a legal pad and I just write down the exact time,
Because you're a
like
lawyer. I got
my,
you. I'll shut up.
what of my local time, and I write. Never mind. Let's get into this. Let's get into this so we can get it to this. We can make it to the state.
Then Kenneth Copeland has confessed. He hasn't been charged.
Mm-hmm.
He's not sitting here on this indictment.
Right.
So maybe
Crazy.
songs are just songs.
Right.
And posts are just posts. So let's talk about Donovan Thomas and some of the evidence in this.
All right. So he goes on about no ballistics, blah blah blah, DNA, blah 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 blah. Then he obviously talks about Woody's credibility, how Woody hates jail. I think anybody and everybody would hate jail. In order for somebody to want to go to jail, they must be homeless and have absolutely nothing to eat or something along those lines. That's an awful place. So let's see. Okay, we went over the girlfriend. Okay, and then he basically, again, Ashard asked the jury to return a verdict of not guilty. And because who's this? Apparently Woody, not apparently, he did say that he basically lied on a thug. And then Lil D, false confession, medical condition. Okay, and then there's a part, I'm not going to play it because I don't want to mess up my time stamp, but there's a part where Shard talks about memory, okay? Because obviously memory was a huge factor as far as Woody and Lil D are concerned because they had selective amnesia. So Shard starts talking about the things that he remembers from even from being a child. He's talked about, was it a rocket or a spaceship, something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what he was saying. But what was the one thing that stood out for me was him talking about when the first black president was elected. He talked about where he was, the wife, something about a bed. She was apparently talking to other folks. Again, he is, whether it's true or not, I mean, sometimes attorneys do make up stuff. We do make up things, especially during closing. But the reason why he said that, he's trying to relate to a black jury. Okay, that's the only reason why he's talking about memory, and because even the stuff about the rocket or the spaceship have absolutely nothing to do with anything. But that's him leading up to talking about Barack, hoping that lands well or there's some type of relation to the jury. And then again, some of them might be, never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Let me leave it right there. Okay. So, he talks about memory because basically what he was trying to show is that, who's this? Woody and Lil D are not worthy of belief because they apparently could not remember very basic instances, or they had no recollection about important, or at least what one would consider to be important facts in this case. And then again, that's where he talks about, in the context of Lil D, he said, if a friend of mine came up to me and confessed to a murder, that's something he'd remember. So, he was just, I don't know, he was making stuff up. And then again, he goes on to call them liars and, the lack of corroboration. And then we go back to, he basically asked the question, which is the very same question that Doug asked. He wanted to know, or he asked, who killed Nut, right? They go on about how that was almost a decade ago. Okay, let me find that timestamp because that's actually going to be important. Let's go here. And I think I'm going to add 20. So let's stop here and see where we land.
Or not. You have to help yourself.
All right.
I'm going to call the U.S. attorney, and they're going to ask me, what did he do to help himself?
No, let's.
You see what goes on here?
Minutes here.
Copeland. Little Mike and Quez, Not only did they not do the auto breakings that Kenneth Copeland claimed they did on June 10, 2015, little Mike
FFS is so funny. he's a funny guy.
and Quez, they don't exist.
Yeah.
He made them up
It's
on the
crazy.
spot on June 10th of 2015. So my answer to you, if you think, oh, this pressure was needed to get Kenneth Copeland to finally be truthful, nope. He was lying.
The man is a
He
self-proclaimed
made up
liar.
people for Kenneth Copeland's finesse. We know better than to just accept his words.
Right.
Mr. Kokomo, if you put on page 36.
All right. Got the right part.
This is the other state's witness, the other witness that they chose.
Okay. Okay, so this is the individual that I was referring to. So pay attention here. Okay. This is where I think and it's not just this portion. I think the muzzle flash, there's some contradiction there as well, but this is not his case to prove. He's not
Bring in front of you Quindarius Zachary. And yes, he's wearing the jail blues.
No,
And he had every reason to lie.
hold on. Is this hold on? I think I messed up my timestamps. I'm just
Yeah,
Which
So-
one is FFS talking about? I'm
Huh?
curious. I missed everything. FFS. I'm trying to figure out who he's talking about. You talking about Yak or who? What he just said? But go ahead. Just go. I'm just curious. He sounded like he knew.
right.
I missed
Mentioned when
everything.
his favorite team won the Super Bowl for the first time. He remembered everything about the day, where he was, what happened, what he ate, what he was wearing. Yeah, that was an extension of that. That would not stand out to me because I'm not into sports. At least
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Shard. Shard.
Oh, Shard. Oh, okay.
Right. This again
God.
relates to his memory when he again, I think everything he was saying was basically leading up to him talking about when the first black president was elected. So he was trying to find some type of relation or form a rapport with the jury.
Well, that was pretty smart though. Okay,
Yeah,
15,
that was
15,
good.
Okay.
That was
That was
good.
pretty good.
Man, listen, I don't know what you're doing on Thanksgiving. You need to watch that closing in its entirety.
Okay.
Because Sharp was really good. He was brilliant. He did a phenomenal job. And Weinstein definitely owes him some legal fees. Yak owes him some legal fees. And all the other folks owe him something. Because he did a fantastic job.
First of all, what did Quindarius Zachary say at trial? He admitted
Is this the medical?
that he lied on Shannon in two prior statements. One August 5th, 2015 to Lieutenant Gaither, and then one in a proffer session on March 3rd of 2017. And he also admitted on cross-examination that even those two statements, those two lies he told about Shannon Stillwell were not even consistent with each other.
And these people are just
But
lying.
none of the police seem to mind. None of the prosecutors.
I'm trying to find.
According to Mr. Zachary on August 5th, 2015,
Yeah, that's still him.
I wonder if they think
That it
they was
factors
looking like
into-
roses.
What's that?
Nothing.
Do you have Tourette's or something? Do you have Tourette's? I don't mean, what do you have going on? I mean, it's okay if you do, but you do that a lot.
the question of reasonable doubt that Mr. Stillwell committed that crime.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just leave it like this. I know someone
Ooh, there we go.
who has a closest associate
Okay.
named Trevante Turner. I know of someone
Yeah.
who is arch
You're right.
enemies
Oh.
with a man named Kelvin Watts, who's the brother of Donovan
And I
Thomas.
like this.
I know of someone who, with Trevante Turner, went and shot up Rich Homie Kwan's father's barber shop in 2014. I know of someone who stole Donovan Thomas's nut chain and wallet and cell phone out of his truck in late 2014. And when asked about it by the police, repeatedly lied about that situation, repeatedly pretended that him and Donovan Thomas were cool. I know someone who was jumped by Kelvin Watts in Club Crucial on January 6, 2015. I know someone who basically admitted on the stand, I'm listening.
I actually missed that. Hold on, I need to go back. Why did it do that to Woody? Hold on.
Yeah, play that back.
Is the brother of
Yeah. Like,
I
did
missed
you
it.
see how he clenched his teeth?
My dog. I'm messing with my dog. All right.
What?
Nah, got it. Play it back. I missed it.
What
That
a
little
mess.
piece.
I missed that. Hold on. What?
All right, so
This is a mess.
the elephant in the room. Who killed Donovan
Oh,
Thomas?
did I go too far? No, I think
I
this is
won't
the
know.
beginning.
It's not our burden to solve this case, first of all.
Yeah.
The jury instructions are clear. It's not our job to solve cases, especially cases that happened 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But to the extent that it factors into the question of reasonable doubt that Mr. Stillwell committed that crime, let's just leave it like this. I know someone who has a close associate.
All right, so pay attention to how he's gonna clench his teeth, because that's actually how Woody speaks. So
Closest associate named Trevante Turner. I know of someone
this was great.
who is arch
Man, this was-
enemies with a man named Kelvin Watts, who's the brother of Donovan Thomas. I know of someone who, with Trevante Turner, went and shot up Rich Homie Kwan's father's barber shop in 2014.
Mhm.
Oh, this
I
is
know
what
of
Gary was
someone
talking about.
Who stole Donovan Thomas's nut chain
Mhm.
and wallet and cell phone out
Yeah.
of his truck in late 2014. And when asked about it by the police,
Look at this.
repeatedly lied about that situation, repeatedly pretended that him and Donovan Thomas were cool. I know someone who was jumped by Kelvin Watts
Mess.
in Club Crucial on January 6, 2015. I know someone who basically admitted on the stand, I'm listening, to shooting up the TIG studios
What the hell? Why
at
did you do him like
675
that?
Metropolitan Avenue on January
What a
8th,
mess.
2015, 2 days before
crazy.
Donovan Thomas's death. A shooting which shot a hole in Rich Homie Kwan's windshield. And if you recall from the officer who responded to the scene, a shooting that very well may have occurred while Donovan Thomas was present. Remember, I asked that officer, were there people there in the studio at the time? Yes, there were. Who were they? I don't know. They wouldn't open the door. They wouldn't come and answer. And I know someone who was put on the proverbial plate by Donovan Thomas on January 8th, 2015. Mr. Kokomo, could you please play DS24F?
What's this timestamp? 6/12/56. That's
I got somebody, I don't know his name. He was there. He everything. He called the night.
I'm not gonna listen to that because that's terrible audio.
You gotta get all of this right, because all of us, we gonna have to do our deliberations. So you gotta
What's
once they
that?
go into deliberations, you're gonna have to do all of this again, and you're gonna have your stuff tight.
Oh yeah.
Because they're not coming back. We don't have. I mean, somebody said they don't even have court on Friday, which would be stupid if they did. So they're gonna be deliberating all the way until next week. So you ain't got nothing else to talk about until next week.
I don't know. There's always gossip. So I mean, for Friday, I'm gossiping. That's
Oh,
for
it's
sure.
all. Yeah, it's a lot of gossip. It's some, I was gonna say that because that's why it's not a lot of people in here tonight because
Oh,
there's a
because
lot
we're
of
not
gossip going
gossiping.
on. There's a lot. Sylvia talking about Kate. I mean, what's her name? Cried again. What's her name?
Who?
Hilton. She said Hilton cried again after they returned. She
Oh,
started crying
really?
again. That's the gossip. I didn't want to say anything because I'm not gonna mess your channel up. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. No,
I be checking some stuff too. And
I don't want
Nick,
to gossip. I don't want to gossip right now. I'll gossip on
Nick
Friday.
and Nine had some stuff with Dennis. So you got some stuff to pick through because that's the
Yeah,
reason why. Because it's a lot. Everybody's got it tonight.
we can
Everybody
gossip
that
on
does this, they're
Friday.
doing it tonight.
We
Yeah,
can gossip on Friday. I don't want to
yeah.
gossip today. So let's see.
No.
FFS is what's that?
I said no. I'm not the boss, but I said no. I'm just saying that's why the
Of course,
numbers is
you're not
not
the boss.
really.
Talking about
It's gonna be better later. It's gonna be
Jerome's a
better
mess.
later.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch cartoons all day. Thanksgiving Day. Watch. Yeah, this would be depressing. The other defense
Yeah.
is still sitting in jail without an attorney. FFS says he did that after the memory statement. He talked about Woody to remind them he is a liar. I don't recall when Woody said, I never what?
Yeah.
I never
You're
did.
right, F. You're right, F. I'm
So
sorry.
basically,
I'm
a
reading.
liar. Yeah, no, I mean, throughout his closing, he has called Lil D and Woody liars, which I don't know that they're liars. I mean, they did lie on the stand, but I think there's a lot of truth to what they were saying. Okay,
From
so
an
Jerome,
interrogation room? An interrogation room?
there's a message from FFS. So
No,
he said,
I know what he's talking about.
yeah, he's saying you shouldn't
I'm
talk
not
about.
even gonna, I know what he's talking about, and I'm not gonna say the name either.
He's saying you shouldn't talk about the love of your life. Anyway,
What? Oh, that is so disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
So disrespectful. Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
figured that one out. You figured that one out, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I mean, I do think about you often.
these guys. Go ahead. Move on.
All right.
Got with they got killed, but it was a Friday night.
I know, Jerome. I apologize. I do get out of control sometimes, but
No, I can
that's
take
why.
it.
That's why I
Hey,
only
hey,
get to
guess what?
gossip
You say my
Friday.
word. Say my word. Say my word.
I'm from New York.
There. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Come on.
No, it was Thursday night.
All right. I'm not going to focus on this guy. Let me see if there's anything else left. Oh, there's something I want to touch on. Let me first let's go to that muzzle, the muzzle flash, because we discussed that at length.
Yeah.
Is it here?
We did that with Allie. We had a good night that night. We'll see.
Yeah, but you
got
guys
some new
read
information.
Allie off. Not
Huh?
not you though, but Jasmine and Diggy.
When?
Where's Diggy, by the way? They ran that
Ran
little
her
group.
off. When? After I wasn't here. It must have been Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it. Hold on.
All right. Allie?
They had a barbecue.
She went to sleep on us Friday.
The barbecue did.
Nah, she ran off. I'll tell you the precise
All right,
moment when that happened. Yeah.
Wow, it was
Fine. Hold on. I'm trying to find yeah, this case is so crazy. Okay, break. No. It has to be before the break. Was there more than one break? No, it has to be before then. Look at Mr. Bumpus.
Hey, your boy Doug that you said, what do you think? Well, I'm gonna let you go because you said I ain't gonna say what you said about Doug, but you ain't a huge fan. I didn't see the close, but what do you real quick? Do you think he did?
I don't think he's as brilliant as Shard. Shard basically
No, I'm
went in
talking
there.
about today because we
Yeah,
ain't gonna go into how you felt before. I'm talking
I
about.
mean, I started with. Weren't you
Let
here
me
from
shut
the
up.
beginning?
Go. I'm gonna go back to your notes. Go back to your notes. I'm messing
No,
you up.
I started when I started going over closing, I started with Doug. That's who I started with. Uh, I think definitely a better performance than he performed throughout the trial, but he pretty much just focused on jury nullification. That's what I gathered or gleaned from his closing arguments. He was basically telling the jury to uh, listen, this might be the evidence, but return a verdict of not guilty. That's all he was doing. He was sending them a message about, music. He was sending them a message about Jeffrey. He talked about that damn watch again. He was talking about Jeffrey Williams' watch, and part of it his message was basically that we need to send a message to the DA's office. They should not be allowed to do this again to anybody in your community. That's what his message or his closing argument was, which was not bad. He did good. He did good. I'm gonna give him that. But obviously,
you in the big hands. I gotta take my ear. You gotta warn me. You kill my eardrums.
I am 6'10", okay? Woo! I am a big girl. I'm 6'10", so
yeah.
I'm lying, but I'm lying about that. I just wanted to say I'm 6'10".
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God? Jerome, you keep
carry on.
You keep acting like we're gonna get married or something. We're not getting married. I could be 6'10".
I would like to meet you, and you can show me. I never had plantains. I never had a lot of things. We can eat some.
But
food.
you said you've had poom poom before, so what?
I had what? What?
Let me play. I'm gonna.
Do
play
you know what
this.
that means in New York? You don't know.
I'm gonna play. I know what it means in Jamaica. All right, go on.
What does it mean in New York? Look that up. You gotta watch that. Don't say that no more.
I'm pretty sure it means the same thing in Jamaica. Does it start?
No.
Hold on, I'll send you an email. Send me an email. I want a realllawyer@gmail.com. Send me an email now.
No.
Count 49.
Send me an email.
I've been working all day.
I'm sorry, folks. Marital problem. All right, I'm done playing. Let me get back into this.
Go. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
my client, Mr. Stillwell, with murder. Mr. Kokomo, if you could show 50.
Is that it?
Once. His maid. Has he been charged?
Hold on.
And the answer was no. And why was the answer no?
Okay.
Because posts on the internet.
Okay, we're gonna
when it is filed, and he takes these tabs that he's been tabbing on the headliner, and then he looks at it under a microscope, under an electron beam, to look for microscopic particles, of which there are many emitted from a gun.
Wait, what is FFS saying? FFS says his message was sent by Shard. He allowed Shard 2 hours 53 minutes. They had a total of 4 hours. Allowed Doug to 44. I mean, Doug, I don't know that he could have contributed or made as much of a contribution as Shard did. And that's why I'm saying all these folks owe this man legal fees. Hey, Deidre. Deidre says, I wish defense would have worked in the reason for the bias of Fannie Willis. D. Thomas was her ex, and she had the DA painting him. What? Who's
a motor
ex? Wait, who's ex? Fannie Willis. Fannie Willis was in a relationship with. Wait, what? I don't know. The thing is,
that's a rumor. But it kind of seems like her and the DJ. She seemed like she kind of she's a.
We were supposed to look into the DJ. I'm gonna put that.
Cool DJ. That's my DJ. She seems like she's like that type of person.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. So I guess that's what we're going to gossip about.
Her daddy said that when on the other case, when they was at the other county, they're gonna be back in that courtroom again. If they find out that this damn evidence money was paid.
Hold on, Jerome. Hey, Big Cuzzo.
Oh, Jasmine is in here. What's up?
Big Cuzzo. I'm sorry, I did not mean to cut you off, but Big Cuzzo's here.
Nah, Jasmine gets the salute.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, so Deidre, I guess we have gossip for the weekend.
She
FFS
said,
says, yeah, I'm gonna
"Son
just
of
say
a
I agree
gun."
with Jerome. I wouldn't say that one word. No, FFS, you aren't even in New York. Okay, I'm not gonna
Whatever,
give
bro.
up my
No, he
location.
knows what that means. You
Listen,
don't
I'm
know.
not.
We're not gonna say it on the air. We're not gonna say
No,
it on the
I'm not gonna give up my location. But I think we're
air.
saying the same thing. I'm gonna leave it at that. Well, she's a
Let's go.
friend. Ooh, she's a friend of the family. Deidre, we need you up here. Deidre, will you join on Friday? It was not a rumor. Okay, apparently it was well known. Okay, all right. Let's get back in here. Big Kazo, I don't want you to feel left out, so I'm gonna share the link. Feel free to join. Otherwise, we're just recapping closing.
You know how Jasmine
A
goes. She
plume.
come in
What?
with nothing.
Ah, I hate it when you do that.
Jasmine is cool. I like how she moves. She's
No,
slick with it. She's slick
Big
with it.
Kazo's everything, okay?
She's slick with it. I like how she moves. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, they ran off my subscriber though, so but we'll talk about it some other time. All right, I'm playing.
Whom of them are admitted from the gun when it is fired? And he looked under that electron microscope and his results were negative. And what does negative mean? Negative doesn't mean, oh, it's under some threshold, under 5 per cubic foot or anything like that. Negative means 0. 0 particles collected off that headliner
All right, I'm gonna
that was
fast forward.
collected.
Excuse me. I'm gonna fast forward because he's not getting to the point. Anyways, what I thought was contradictory
I
as
ain't gotta
far
be
as
cool.
this FedEx surveillance footage is concerned is because he hammered on the fact that when the Audi was next to Drink's vehicle, there was no a muzzle flash. And then he is basically, or he wants the jury to believe that it is the fourth vehicle that took Drinks out, right? But even in that fourth, when that fourth vehicle is, I guess next to, it's not really next to Drinks. In any event, you don't see muzzle flash over there either. So I thought that was contradictory. But again, this is not he's not the prosecution. He does not have to prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt. And then at the very end, he goes on about how it's been a year. He talks about the hammer and how the prosecution basically did not prove this case. Okay, so now we are going to move into okay. So Deidre said what time? So for Friday, I don't know what's your time zone for Friday. I'll be Central Time on Friday though. For Friday, I was thinking more 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which will be, would that be 9? I think that would be 9. So that's kind of too early. I'm gonna
Hour.
say, huh?
It's an hour behind the Eastern time.
Right. I'm gonna say 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll post on here though. I'll post on here because I'm gonna be on the road. So hopefully I would have made it to my destination by then. But yeah, let's go with 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday for gossip. FFS says, I know what it means though. I know what it means too. So why do you think I don't know what it means? I was just
Oh, so you
I was just playing with Jerome. I know exactly what
all
it means.
right, all right, all right. That's
So
good. It's good. It's good for
what's that?
nothing.
I'm just
It's good for
messing around.
for the jokes for everybody. Everybody likes jokes, especially
Yeah,
this time of night. It's good.
that's a hot mess. Okay. So Deidre said that's 10 p.m. my time. I don't know. Let's leave it alone. So yeah.
I ain't say nothing.
All right. Yeah, Deidre, if you can please join us on Friday for gossip.
Oh,
Okay, so
she
let's
on the same time as you, so that's what's up. That's nice.
no, because
You
I
said
said didn't I say 11? I'm sorry. I mean 11 p.m. Eastern time. I'm gonna put it in here.
it sounds
11.
like she said she's on your time, but okay.
No, FFS, what are you talking about? Jerome said, I don't know
Man,
what
you
it means.
Eastern time. You
definitely
said 11 Eastern time. It sounds like she's on Central time, but we're gonna keep everybody's business to themselves.
Yeah, no, the reason why I'm saying that is because I think I'm going to be confused. Okay, so Deidre is Central. Okay, so that's going to be 10 p.m. Central. 10 p.m. Central.
Same time as you. Same time.
Yeah. Hey, big Cuzzo. I don't know what happened. I just added her. She's already gone. I'll put it in here. Jasmine can join again. I don't know. Maybe I waited. I don't know. She got
I
impatient.
like Jasmine move. She be watching and be like, I ain't coming. She like me at the beginning. Like, I ain't coming in.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go to states closing though. For states closing, I don't know squat about what they said because I did not watch.
Me either.
So,
FFS got a full of sense.
so
I
if you
ain't
guys
seen
know
nothing.
when, who's this Hilton turned into Mini Love or Love Junior, please let me know. I don't know why they wore red. I hate bright colors, but that's whatever. That's none of my business.
FSS will tell you. Because I know when I went in there and I checked that time when it sounded like she was getting gangster, it was around Eastern time, around between
Who's that?
4:30, 5 o'clock.
What are you talking about?
When she was getting gangster with it.
Who?
What the heck? Nothing. I'm gonna shut up. I'm on mute.
Co-counsel, you're not being very good tonight. In any event, hey Jasmine.
Hey, he was talking
Thank
about
God.
Hilton. She was acting
Thank
real
God.
ghetto.
Who?
Hilton,
Oh, really? When
like
does it start though?
her whole law degree went out the window today.
Dang. Dang. Okay. Well, I'm gonna
What's
have
up,
to watch.
Jasmine?
Hey,
Appreciate you.
yeah, this
Happy
was a hot.
holidays.
It was a hot mess, honey, and
Yeah.
long and drawn out. I think it ended at what, almost 7 o'clock.
Oh, really? I could have joined then.
Yeah, it was on till like 6:30. It was after 6:30 actually.
I was parenting though, so that's my
Yeah,
thing. I
she
like to
was,
parent.
honey. It was dark outside when she was done.
Oh wow. Cuz what's happening? Why are you coming with low energy? What's going on? What going on?
No, I'm just tired. Well, not
Oh
even
yeah.
tired. I got a lot going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you have a long day?
I did, but
Yeah.
and then I'm drinking, but I ain't drinking.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Fireballs tonight.
What's that? I think it's the bottle with like a orange looking liquor and
Yeah.
like a dragon or something.
Yep.
Okay, I've
Mm-hmm.
never had that, but okay.
Some
It's like
whiskey.
cinnamon, right? Tastes like cinnamon.
Yep. Cinnamon whiskey.
Well, I can randomly. What are you doing on Wednesday? Are you going out the house?
No, doubt it.
I can randomly come on here when I'm at the airport. I'll be drinking. I hope they don't kick me out. I'll be drinking Corona. Lot
Are
as
you gonna go
hell.
to the? You're gonna go to the bar?
Yeah, I'll be out there. I'll be parenting on the side too, but
Yeah.
I'll be out there acting a nuisance.
FSS said she was cursing. I didn't see that. She was
Oh,
cursing on there
really?
too?
Well, yeah. When she was reading like she was reading what they were saying in the interrogation rooms and what they were saying on the video, the wiretaps and the songs. Yeah, she was real loose. I'm just gonna say that. She was loose. She
Oh,
was
okay.
angry, but she got it wrong though.
Okay, what did
What
you
she
get
get it
Got
wrong?
wrong? What she get
when
it wrong, Jasmine?
when Weinstein was up there, he said that they weren't coming down on people of color. He
Right.
said most people, when they talk about music, comes down to people of color when it comes to
Right.
music, like rap music. But she just went all left field and took the words all out of context and just yeah, she went wild with it.
Oh, well, we're gonna watch part of it here. And then FFS wants to know, do you have some of that fireball cinnamon stuff for him?
I do. I got a 1.75 liter bottle.
Dang, girl, what kind of problems do you have?
Oh no,
Yeah.
What's going on?
no, it ain't
Dang,
no problem.
Jasmine.
No, it's not no problems like that. No, not
Jasmine, you need to
nothing.
start. Listen, when I feel like drinking beer on a weeknight, and I'm not gonna do it because I know I'm going to be driving the next day or whatever to go to work, I drink kombucha. So you need to start drinking kombucha. Okay?
I've heard of
It's
that.
okay, but you only like it if you like beer. I love beer. So
I used to be a big beer drinker, but I only drink beer on rare occasions now. Like I said, like with the German beer and stuff, like I drink it during like Oktoberfest and stuff
Mhm.
like yeah.
okay. Jerome
But
just listened
if
to
is it sweet or is it bitter? Like what's the
it's
taste?
it kind of has a tangy taste to it. It's fermented tea. That's really, that's
Um,
all there is to it. But
You come in a
I
green bottle or a brown bottle?
no, I like the one by GTS, I think, because they have, I mean, a whole bunch of people make
now I'm
it, but
willing
they
to try. I'll try anything once. If I like it twice, so
don't. She's funny.
yeah.
Just
I'll
once.
try it just because you suggested it.
Yeah, I'll send you. Hold on, I'll find it in here. I'll send you the picture of the one that I'm gonna make a note to myself. I'll send you this message tomorrow though. So
Okay.
Jasmine. All right. Okay, let's quickly go in here. So FFS said she was being ratchet. She showed the whole world. Okay, her G side. All right. FFS is on his way, and then we're going to Deidre. Let's go to the top. Even without the personal relationship, how are they going to rant about gangs, this and that, and then say a real blood leader is a saint? Okay. And then yeah, she really put on a show. I feel like she's trying to guilt trip the juror. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what happened. Wait, was she cracking
She
jokes?
tried to
What's
crack
going
a
on?
joke.
Oh, okay.
I missed it. What did she say?
I wanna let's see.
You could tell Hilton is from Philly. I know Philly people when I see them.
Who's that?
I know Philly people when I see them. I think she's from Philadelphia.
Who?
Hilton.
Really? I don't think so.
I've been listening to her accent ever since this
I
trial.
thought she sounds like she's from Georgia. Am I wrong?
No, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh.
I'm guessing.
Oh
Somebody will
dang!
look it up.
I'm so mad y'all went up here when you played Max. Then Max cooked. Max cooked today.
He was fantastic, man.
And Weinstein did too. Weinstein did too,
FFS,
but
I
Max
am not gonna
cooked.
read that out loud. I'm not gonna read that out.
No,
That's
that's
funny.
true.
Oh, really?
That's true. We've been saying that because she was bipolar from the beginning.
She really
We was
wasn't paying
joking.
attention. She wasn't paying attention to nobody though. She was really not even looking at them for real.
Oh,
The
yeah. She's
whole
glad
day.
it's almost done.
The
She
whole
took
day.
that.
Like
She
she
took
wasn't
that
looking at
thing off.
nobody.
She took that thing off after that was a sign that Yak is getting off when she wore that thing on the back. Get up on the ponytail. She let him know I got you.
Oh, you talking about when she had a ribbon in?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And that's the same day that she dropped them charges too. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Okay, so
subliminal.
there's some form of confirmation from Amber and FFS. They said she's from
Oh,
Philly.
Hilton
She
is
is.
from
See,
Philly.
I hope. Well,
Okay.
I hope. But I'm just saying. See, what I be saying? I'm from who?
You're from New
I know.
York.
I know accents. I can tell people from Connecticut, New York, Boston, Philly. That's just what we do. But let's go.
I've only been to Philly once, and I did not see much when I was there. I guess I was not with the locals. So, all right, okay, let's get into this. Everybody's so happy.
Yeah, it's finally about to be over.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're ready to move on with their lives.
No, the jury was happy. They able to go. They was able to go home today.
Right.
Oh, shit.
I'm kind of
Look at them what they
disappointed.
read on.
I know.
What you think about that, Jasmine? What do you think
I love
about
what
that?
Weinstein said. He was like, "Look at them. They there again." Then his co-counsel over there with her red suit on.
This is a
Unfortunately,
hot.
she got red on too. She part of
Who's
the
that?
game. What's the white lady name?
The
His
one
his
over there
co-counsel
with
over
Yeah,
there. She had on her red suit too.
I might be a Fulton County thing because I've never seen people coordinate
They
like that
always
before.
say, well, they say they always dress alike like that for the state. Like they always wear the same colors. Um, well, I know at the beginning of the trial, they were wearing the same colors, but then they stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I saw that in Judge McBurney's one of his trials from 2 weeks ago. I'm like, what the hell? Anyways, I'm about to talk a whole lot of crap, so let me just
Yeah,
play
you
this.
need to hear. Yeah, you need to hear this. I want to
Yeah.
hear your input on
All right.
these closed arguments. It's
I want to hear
long.
all y'all's info.
Yeah, I know it's long, so we're gonna have to break it down. I do not know that the jury will reach a verdict tomorrow. So if they've
How?
reached
They're
what
not. They're doing
That's
instructions
impossible.
tomorrow. They're doing
I,
instructions tomorrow, and you know the instructions are super long and boring.
Super long.
So
yeah.
that's probably, and then they don't start till 11. So that's probably gonna take up the whole
Oh,
day.
are they only starting at 11?
Yeah, they starting at 11. They bring the
Yeah.
jury in at 11.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. You know why I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear that? Because I can actually get work done in the morning.
Right. I mean, they're gonna be in. I think she said 9:30
Okay.
to get some things out of the way, but they're gonna bring the jury in at 11.
No, that's fantastic. Because I usually have like my headphones in and I'm trying to listen and I'm trying to work, multitasking, and it doesn't always work out.
It's hard. You get
Yeah.
easily distracted.
Yeah. But I'm glad though. I'm glad they started at 11. I'll get a lot of things knocked out. Okay. All right, let's get into this.
I thought that was when they did the car chase.
He
I
said he
hate
was
that
just
Yak. I hate that Yak did not come as brother Yak.
Oh, it's gonna be a cutoff point too, like the camera's cut off. Did you see that, Jerome?
No, I didn't watch it today. I was working.
Oh,
I
it's
only
gonna be
saw
one
10 minutes
in the
of trial.
middle of her, thing. Like the cameras are gonna just go off
Deidre, what are you
Where?
saying?
Around this time? When the Hilton is up there, or
when Hilton is up there. Yeah, the
okay,
cameras are
okay.
gonna
I didn't
go off.
see nothing today, Jasmine. I watched 10 minutes
Oh,
because
I
I was
watched the whole thing. Like I was in tune.
yeah, I was
I
kind of
was in
mad. I didn't.
tune.
I'm gonna
I
watch
wish
it
I had taken the
tomorrow.
day off.
I mean,
But
Adam.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam got up there first, and that's
Adam
about
Atkins or Adam
Abate. No, was it?
Abate. Oh,
I think it was
Abate went
Abate.
up.
Was it Abate or was it
no,
Atkins?
it was
It might have been.
Atkins.
It might have been Atkins. Which
Yeah.
one got the really short haircut, like almost got a bald spot at the top of his head?
That's Abate.
Yeah.
Well, that's both of them because Atkins got that
Oh
funny
dang.
haircut. He need a new barber. I don't know. I thought he got
If
a bad haircut and he got another one again. I was like,
FFS
damn.
FFS knows the answer. FFS is gonna put it in the chat, but I'm
if
pretty
you
sure.
yeah, just let it
Yeah,
play.
he's on
Like
point. He's on point.
when I see that table, I can tell you which one it was.
All right.
For Deidre, it was only on 3 counts, only 3 charges. Only
Hmm.
3 charges. The only 3 charges survived. Oh, did not survive the directed
Oh, the ones that the judge said
listing.
no?
They
Is that
survived. They
what
did
you're
not
talking about?
survive. Yeah.
But that
That
was
boy
on his
looked good in a
birthday too.
vest.
That was on his birthday too when she had that ribbon. She was like, I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah. What was
That
that? That was Thursday. What was that? Thursday?
whatever
Because
his birthday was, she
they didn't
gave
have
Whatever
it to
day
court
him.
was.
Friday.
It
Okay,
was either
so
Thursday. Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry.
all right,
I'm gonna
I'm
shut
just
up.
gonna answer Deidre. So Deidre, okay, what is Deidre saying? Why are they still arguing them in closing? Because it was more than 3 counts. They still have the gang counts. The only three charges that did not survive. Am I saying they survived or they didn't? I don't know. The ones
No,
that
you
he
good.
won on the directed verdict or direct motion for directed verdict, where one was the machine gun. The other two I don't quite remember, but they were related to Jeffrey's home.
It's just no evidence. It's no
Thank you very
Oh yeah.
it's no
I mean,
evidence. I mean, how can you put that on Yak? Number one, like if they did not catch him inside of the home, why they keep trying to put something on him that was found in Thug House and he wasn't even inside the home?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not understanding that. But you gotta listen.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta listen to her testimony because it was like she was kind of just running in circles, and she made her own theory, and she's trying to make the jury see what she see in her head. So you gotta just listen to it, and we just gonna shut the hell up because you gotta
no,
hear
but
it and give us your opinion. I need your
for
opinion on this.
me, for me, honestly, Shard, he sealed the deal.
She
Okay.
just made a. I'm telling you, when I say she's telling a story,
Hmm.
she is telling her own story
Let's listen
of
to the
how
story.
she thinks that this went, and she's trying to force it on the jury. So you got to listen to it. You got to actually listen
Okay.
to it because she really tried to force this. She's trying to force this on the jury.
I mean,
See what
Jerome,
I see.
when Big Cuzzo and I get together, that's all we do. We talk. FFS, to answer the question, Deidre wanted to know why Yak was still facing charges or counts related to drugs or guns, considering that he won at least on 3 counts on the on the motion for directed verdict. Okay, let's play
God
this.
damn, where
very
you get
much. All
that
right,
from?
Miss Hilton.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jasmine. Let's go. Jasmine, let's go. Jasmine, let's go.
All right. All right.
I'm sorry.
I know y'all tired,
Yeah.
and I get the harsh responsibility of closing you out for the next couple for a little while. I'm gonna tell you how long it's gonna be, but for a little while. And I just want you all to bear with me.
All right.
Bear with us as we speak. Mr. Atkins told you this morning.
Greg, are you still
Kind of
here?
like that marathon. They were kind of at that last spot, right before the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
And I know this has been a long trial, and like every one of us has said, we thank you for your sacrifice.
This is unrelated, but I guess Kayla might know this answer, so I need you to ask.
Why? Why do you want to do this? Why you?
I want to know: do the folks in the DA's office, do they get a stipend or an allowance for clothes? It's unrelated, but I just want to know, like, do they
Oh,
just decide?
I have to ask her when she come back from her trip.
Okay, okay, all right. That's so
Yeah.
random, but
Fanny can do everything.
what? Her name is Funny.
Nah,
Please stop calling her that.
I mean, Trump called
Fanny,
her that.
Fanny,
That's what everybody get that from. Trump called her that.
Yeah, but people need to stop calling her that. That's not
Fanny.
her name. I mean, I'm not even a big.
Tomato.
Anyways, we're not gonna
Funny,
get into a
funny.
marital what is this,
Talking
domestic.
to her butt.
All
I
right,
mean,
let's,
Fanny,
you guys,
Fanny.
we are so chaotic. Let's play this, please. All right, come on.
We know that we have taken you away from family, friends,
Right.
trips, work. Maybe y'all didn't want to go to work, but from work to be here with us.
Okay, I like
And so
that.
we're going to ask for you just to bear with us.
I like
for a
that she
little
took
while.
that head on.
Now, Mr. Weinstein said something very interesting as he closed.
All right.
He said something to the effect of, the state should be ashamed of themselves
Oh,
for targeting people of color.
okay.
That is not what he
All
said.
right.
It was a little
Okay. I have not heard this, but she's starting off in a good direction. The reason why I'm saying that is because I was thinking that they need to come up here and apologize for basically ripping these folks away from their regular lives. Okay, she kind of did that in the sense of a joke, and now she's addressing Weinstein. Let's see what else she has to say.
taken aback. Why? Because I am a person of color.
Ooh.
The majority of this prosecution team
He's just not
are
likable to
people
me.
of color.
Who's that?
Hilton.
Mhm.
Oh
Totally
yeah,
different person.
Yeah, she's not likable.
it's better than love though. So
Hmm.
we'll take baby love over. I'm serious. Okay, let's play. Let's hold on.
And we are not targeting people of color.
All right.
We are targeting gang members who decided to.
I would have phrased that differently. I would not have said, because she's saying we are not targeting people of color, and she goes on to say that we are targeting gang members. I'd have phrased it differently.
Go
I would have said
colors.
we are not targeting people of color. We are protecting people of color. That's a better message.
Yeah,
So
she's
let,
very
let
aggressive.
yeah, let's. I mean, she's pointing. She's
Yeah.
out. Okay. All right, come on.
Havoc on communities in Fulton County. And the ironic part of the community that they violated were those communities were communities of color.
All right.
See, no one rarely talks about the victims in this case.
Man, that girl, the hand gestures are top notch. Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She must listen. I think no, there's no issues listening to King Von on the way to court.
The hood came out. She was probably listening to Thug.
She probably was. She might have. Yep. Yep. What song though? What do you think she was listening to? Can you think of a song or no?
Take that shit to motherfucking
Ooh.
trial. That's with Thug and Yak Gotti right
Jasmine is something else.
there. With Thug and Yak Gotti right there. Yeah.
Jasmine's so funny. I need to take a screenshot of this. This is so funny. Listen, Jasmine, you need to create your channel, okay? Create your
That'd be
channel.
Look,
dope.
I created my stream yard, but I'm not what they call it
What?
when you just not you halfway do something or you just can't like you start on something but you don't finish it.
Oh.
I procrastinate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Man,
I
get your
need to do
time
better
up. Get your
with that.
time up. Put
Yeah,
a
but
clock on it. Put your
man,
hourglass on it.
listen, Jasmine, you need to get a YouTube channel,
Yeah, that'd
and
be dope. I know I would listen.
literally would be on this live right now, and you'd have your followers. I'd have my followers. Jerome will be hopping from house to house.
I got followers. You trying to
Right.
say I'm a crackhead or something?
Jerome, do you have? Never mind. Now we're just going down a rabbit hole. Let's stay on track.
Y'all were babies when I started this.
What?
I watch enough. I've studied enough channels to like I could do that,
Yeah,
but
you could.
I'm just like
You just get your
camera-side.
guests lined up. That's all you
Yeah.
gotta do.
I'm
Get
just
your guests lined
camera-side,
up.
that's all. Oh, y'all didn't see Sylvia out with Woody last night.
Oh, really?
I was sick.
No.
Give us a quick one. Give us a quick one.
Yeah.
Give us a quick one.
No,
Yeah.
they was just did. She went to one of his back. She was behind the scenes of one of his 20 vs. 1. Her and her
So
daughter.
he was helping Sylvia. Can I say just real quick? He was helping
Don't say
Sylvia,
that
wasn't he?
name. FFS told you not to say
Oh, I
that
see.
name.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
my
but he
bad. My bad.
told me, but
They friends now, you know.
What?
FSS is something else. But he was like, because they was like, where is when I saw that, where is Kayla? I was like, see, they setting it up again. See what I'm saying? She got to get him come over there and be like,
She
where
minding
is
her damn
Kayla?
business, taking trips and living her life.
Right. Where is it? I didn't even listen to it. So basically that's what it was about.
Well, she actually did tell me. She told me she was going to court this morning. She was going to court today before, and then she flew to Atlanta over the weekend, and she was gonna go to court this morning and fly back to Texas, and then they was going on a Disney cruise. So that's yeah.
Yeah, I hope Cuz did not leave hubby in court like that though.
No, no. Oh,
Wow.
and is your email is I need a real lawyer.
Girl.
Oh, she doing it again. She doing it again.
Or I want a real lawyer.
I want a real lawyer.
Okay, because I was just trying to send you this. I was trying to see this picture of Shannon and Max. It's such a touching picture, and I wanted to send it to you.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me. Don't drink too much of that fireball
Hold
though.
on, you said I want
Here we go again.
a real lawyer at gmail.com. Okay.
Yeah, I want a real lawyer at gmail.com. All right, let me read
Jasmine
some
is
of these
real.
comments.
It's real
I
good.
think it's the ones that face the least time if found guilty, the ones that she doesn't think the jury will find them guilty on those counts. What are you saying that?
You owe Jasmine for some you owe Jasmine for the for advertisement because every time you do it twice, you can get free information from her and everybody else too. So
Oh
that's
Lord.
that's
Yeah, that's
advertisement.
true. I
Where
definitely
is my darling Allie? Where is she? I miss her.
Word. She
you
said she's
guys
gonna tell us last. She said she's
listen.
gonna tell us later.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
FSS even know. I'm
All
like,
right,
yeah,
listen, folks. It's what
we were all there.
12:29. I have another 30 minutes. I'm calling it a night. I have to be at work at 7, so
Oh yeah,
I have to
play it
wake up
on.
early.
Play what you can play. She really kind of went off at the end. Like
And
what was
then
it? Like the last 30 minutes or so?
I
I mean,
don't know.
you know.
I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah,
ain't
All right,
because
watched.
you
let me
didn't see
read.
it.
Hold on, let me read these comments. I'm gonna read these comments and then I'm gonna fast forward. Okay. So I guess FFS was saying
Really
that
talk.
they're going to be found guilty on the what? I mean, all these charges are serious. I don't know. On probably the charges with a less sentence. Is that what you're saying? And then Deidre says targeting the music of people of color. We had a discussion about that on here last night. I don't know what happened to Diggy. Diggy is supposed to be coming back. We were supposed to talk about more lyrics. And then FFS says, ooh, Funny can do everything but run a district attorney's office properly. Okay. All right. Deidre agrees with that. But if you say you're protecting people of color, what if jury is mixed? She could have said we are targeting criminals. I don't know. You don't want. I would not want to use the word targeting. I just do not. No, no bueno. Not
I
a.
just
Not.
don't like how they keep combining music with criminal activity. I don't like that. Like
Well, you should have been
people
here
commit
last
crimes
night.
every day, and it ain't got nothing to do with music.
Here's the thing with FFS. FFS is always on the ball. All right, let's go. I follow Jerome.
Oh,
I mean, I need to follow
I know
Jerome
he was
too.
watching today. If I was watching, I know he was watching.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Ooh,
good.
ooh. I don't know. You read that for yourself, Jasmine.
What do you say? What
Why
she
wasn't she sitting by her man today? Deidre wants to know.
what you mean
Tell
she
where.
couldn't stand beside him? What the hell? She sat with
Okay,
the family. What the
hold
what she
on,
that's
hold
what
on,
she did.
hold
She
on,
was there.
hold on, Jasmine. Hold on. Okay, so FFA says tell work I'm 5. I know. Ember. Okay, so the last hour. All right, that's where we're gonna go. When does this thing end? Okay, that's a thing. I don't know exactly. Okay, let's watch 2 minutes and then we fast forward.
But the victims in this case, most of them are people of color.
Okay.
Because in Fulton County, you don't get to victimize anyone
Oh,
in our county
okay.
without being held accountable for your actions.
All right.
And what we're going to ask of you today is hold both of these offenders accountable for their actions. Because they are guilty of every single crime for which they are charged.
Okay.
But as both Mr. Shard and Mr. Weinstein were talking,
They're gonna talk about the spoke.
I was reminded
About the
that
what?
what is right
The spoke.
is often
The
Yep.
bicycle. This is a
That's the
theory
first thing she brought up.
of conspiracy. I talked about that. I think that was Saturday.
forgotten or was convenient
All right, I'm gonna fast forward. I just want the mess.
as you deliberate.
That's it. I want the mess. Ooh,
He was upset.
not baby
He was
Woody.
upset because they arrested him on violation of probation. And Gaither talks to him.
Not
Yeah,
baby.
she said Woody being the killer is she said that don't make no sense. That's what she said. I don't
Man,
know how it don't make no sense, but yeah, okay.
I don't know
Max
about
made a
that.
whole lot of sense. His narrative made a whole lot of sense.
Woody should have been on trial. That's all. Again, that immunity they should have given to
Yeah, he's a
Obama
bum.
They should have put me on the jury. Them folks would be so mad at me.
That
Them
would
folks
have
would
been
be
dope.
so mad at me. Oh, I probably would have had them laughing though. I probably would have brought up 56. Probably would have been laughing at me, and I probably would have brought up his case.
That is crazy. Okay, all right, let's go.
Look at him, bro.
And I hate this stuff
That
is
your
bad.
friends told the police about what.
Wait, what? What on earth is going on? They did not censor any of that. Okay. How old were these people in 2015? In their 20s?
They were like just like what whatchamacallit said. They was like 16, 15, 16.
Word.
No, well,
Mm.
yeah, 2015. That was 20 years. No, that was 10 years ago.
Right.
Word.
But
They
no,
32.
some of them
They
are in their
almost
30s, but they
Yeah.
were still like
average.
in between teenage. They weren't 21.
I mean, the brain does not fully is not fully
In
developed
men
until the
anyway.
age of 25. So.
Not in men anyway. But
Yeah, that's a good one,
That's
Jasmine,
a
because
fact.
that's kind of
That's
what
a
they
fact.
say. That's kind of
That
what
is
they
a
say.
I
fact.
mean, they
You're
do.
right. You're
They do
right.
take forever to
I didn't
develop.
think
But
about
okay.
that one. I didn't think about that.
All right, come on. Samoan Hilton. All right, come on.
It really surprised me that they put her up there.
Oh, really?
I know
Why?
this is kind
I thought that it was gonna be love.
Oh no. No. I did not. I mean, I guess it was. Oh, Jerome wants us to play
I'm
the
sorry.
video.
I'm talking to my dog.
All right.
of faint, but I'm gonna.
I'm just gonna say this. I think it was expected for Hilton to take charge because obviously love is not really a part of this trial, and I don't think the other attorneys actually know the case in depth as Love and Hilton do. So yeah, but Love, no.
What case?
This
What?
one.
What case?
This
What are you
one.
talking about?
Yeah, but it's simple. Come on. It don't take much to
All right.
separate facts from fiction.
All right, come on, let's go.
Tell you what he says in this call. Let me give you a little background about this call. This is November 19, 2015. This is after his preliminary hearing. Y'all heard about the preliminary hearing, right? And you heard them talk about the fact that a couple things, that they didn't talk about witnesses by name. They said
Sure.
about witness number 1 and witness number 2. This is what he says. Fuck D. Fuck them niggas. All that fake friend shit.
FSS, you gotta put
Fuck
that. You gotta pat that.
What's going on? What?
Yeah, I heard
Somebody said Shug Hilton.
So that is classic. That is classic.
What on earth is going
Look
on?
at her. Look at how she's standing when you pause it right there.
This is crazy.
What?
Ass nigga? That's what he said. Fuck niggas are rats.
What?
He ain't say he
Ooh.
lied on me.
Look how she talking.
He said he a
This
rat.
is new to me. I'm sorry.
What? I'm
I
watching
should've
this for the
watched
first time too. What on earth?
I was thoroughly entertained.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was entertained.
Man, I wish I could have taken the day off, but
Me
never
too.
mind. Yeah. How many HVACs did you install today?
Like
one big one. One big one.
Oh, really? How long does that take?
All day. I
Oh,
didn't get off
really?
until 8 o'clock. I didn't get off till 8. I got up at 6 and didn't get off till 8. But let's come on. You told me
Oh,
we got
sorry.
a clock. You said we on clock, right?
Yeah, we're distracted. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, because you said you didn't.
Him, Woody.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely play this again tomorrow. We can watch it from the beginning or whatever. I'm driving the next day.
Can we finish this today, please?
It's long.
I don't work for myself. I have to report
Ask
to somebody.
Jasmine will tell you what a good one. It's all from here. We gotta just watch the whole. She shook
It's
night
long.
like
I mean,
FSS.
it's better to watch the whole thing.
All right.
I mean,
But
if that's what you guys want to do, I'm gonna leave you guys here and you talk to each other, and I'm gonna go to bed.
Nah, it ain't that fine. It ain't that fine because I'm gonna
No,
miss you
because
saying
I'm pretty sure
parenting.
we're gonna go over this probably about 3 or 4 more times this week. So
Yeah, I think
even if
tomorrow's a
you,
good day.
Exactly.
I mean, shit, when we get off, Jerome, just go watch the whole thing,
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow.
and
Well, not
then you
tomorrow.
can
I'm gonna have
come
to
back
watch it
with,
Wednesday. I'm gonna have to watch
and
it
then
Wednesday.
you can come back with your opinions on everything,
I
and
mean,
you'll have
tomorrow we can
input.
start early though.
Yeah,
Yeah, tomorrow. Do you want to start? It's really today, but do you want to start what around
but I
9? Do
know
you want to start?
Jerome. I know you got headphones. You ain't gotta see it to hear it.
Yeah, you're
You can
right.
put it in your ear.
Now,
You're
with
right.
this type of action and hand gestures, you need to see her. And
Yeah,
this
it like
moving and
to
bouncing, you
see
need
it in present time versus watching it right now. Like in present time, it's
to.
way more like shock value. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
And
let's
then
start.
I won't have to hear because for some reason when we do it like this, when we do it like this, because I don't get commercials. Is it this time of night that we don't get the YouTube commercials and shit? It
mhm.
just goes. It goes the whole time, right? Like if you
No,
put it like this, what we doing, we don't have to listen to commercials. Is that right?
I
Right.
still get commercials, but I took Jasmine up on her word, and I just bought the subscription. So I did that before I came on
You
here.
go, girl.
You're so funny.
It
All right,
don't
let's
hurt to
play.
Congratulations.
splurge a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, YouTube doesn't pay me, so. But yeah,
Why?
whatever.
Well, you waiting
She's
until you
not
get.
She
Well, no,
said
no,
she's
no,
not
no. Someone.
monetized. She don't have
I
a
don't know. But
monetization
you got to
set up.
get over well, I ain't gonna
I have
say that. I'm gonna shut up.
27,000
I'm gonna shut up.
subscribers, so I do meet the threshold. I just was not going to do it, so we'll see.
Why
Um,
not?
I don't want to have to pay the government no taxes. Like what? All right. Anyways, let's get in here. Let's get
You
in
got to
here.
learn. I got to hit an air conditioning business. You got to. I just did that today. That's why I was late today because
Yeah.
every year I buy turkeys and I give it to nonprofit. So you
Oh.
got to do stuff like
Tax
that.
write off.
Just today. And I
Good
can
All right.
tax
All right.
advertise
write off.
Rice Street Heating and Air in Charleston. That's me, Jerome Street.
No, I
There you
might
go.
do it December or January. I just don't want it to mess up my tax responsibilities
Oh
for the
yeah,
year.
that makes sense. That makes
So
sense.
yeah, I
Okay,
already
well,
have my
let's watch
stuff.
this.
All
But
right. Sorry.
right before SO got to get off, Jerome, I got a fun fact for you about SO, and that's probably gonna help us find her.
All right,
What the
all right,
hell?
all right.
Wait,
I
what?
like that. I like that.
I'm just gonna cut
Jasmine,
the stream. Wait, what? Jasmine,
cause,
first email me.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
listen to what
something.
Jasmine
It's something that you said.
earlier. I
No,
heard
it's
it.
something
I
that she
heard it.
said one day, and she
Shoot,
probably thought that I wasn't there, and
shoot,
I heard it.
shoot.
She said she's in a jurisdiction that
Okay.
does not allow grand juries. So therefore,
Hmm.
Shoot. Okay, what did you narrow them down to?
So what do you mean?
I
She's in a
didn't look them up
parish?
yet.
She's in a parish or something?
She's in a jurisdiction that does not allow grand juries.
Is
Okay,
that
go
It's
Florida
on.
or
not that
Louisiana?
many. It's I'm pretty sure it's not that many.
Okay, so I just
No.
want
She's
I'm
still
shaking right
Eastern
now.
Standard Time now.
Okay.
So you're
Right.
gonna look on the East Coast.
She said tonight that she's going to be an
I'm
hour
kind of figuring
behind.
Allie out too
You said
because
what?
we follow each other on Instagram and she was somewhere where it was snowing the other day. And I looked up places
Snowing?
that snowed that particular day.
Okay, crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna figure y'all out eventually.
Jasmine's her own lawyer too. So we on
She's
you. We
busy.
got you. He almost got you.
She is busy investigating. But if you were on here last night, Jasmine, you actually would have found out what my
I
location
would
is.
have
Oh
found out
man.
more. I
Damn.
think
No,
I
there's
did kind of peek in. I was
I'm
in and
not gonna
out.
say what it is. I'm not gonna say what it is. No, I'm just gonna let it go. Let me let it go. Let's play this. Let,
It's
let
gonna
let's
come up again. You gonna
let's
forget
play
and you gonna
this.
say
And
it.
other little shit. Bitch, you
Woo!
in love with a
What the what are
Who said that?
That was harsh. That was Hilton.
She said,
what
bitch.
yeah.
Wow.
What is going on?
fuck nigga. He know what's going on. pussy ass nigga. That's what he said. Fuck niggas are rats.
What?
He ain't say he lied on me. He said he a rat. I just went to court and they let everything out. That fuck nigga a rat. Him, Louie, and the other little D.
Shit.
Bitch, you in love with a rat.
That's how she really talk on the street.
That's
Oh,
really?
Nah, I'm sure it is. She felt too comfortable saying it.
This is
she from Philly. She's
crazy.
from Philly, but god damn.
This is completely insane. And I mean, Jasmine, I'm just gonna say this. You have to find me now because time is ticking and I'll be moving jurisdiction. So
Oh shoot.
TikTok. Anyways, let's get back into this. I think I'm actually beginning.
Is it going to be snowing? It's going to be snowing, right?
I'm gonna be closer to Jerome actually. We might.
You gonna be closer to Allie too.
I'm not central.
I'm saying I'm moving.
Nah, you gonna be closer to Allie too.
Moving.
Nah, Allie's on the West Coast. That's not it. No.
She is not on the West Coast.
Oh, really? I thought
She's only 2 hours behind us. The West Coast is 3 hours behind us. So
no,
she
she's
in the
mountain
middle.
time.
She knows. I keep saying I'm from.
She in the
New
middle
York,
somewhere.
She's in mountain time because I think there was snow.
She's going
But
to
it's
Charlotte.
still only
She's going to
2.
Charlotte.
It was snow in West Virginia, Missouri, Montana that particular day.
It must be Montana because it's mountain time.
Look, I ain't gonna put our business in the street.
All right. I mean, you already gave it all up, and just now Ellie pops up in the comments. All right, let's get on.
Why?
Okay,
Because you
15
just
minutes.
heard that your friends.
Yeah, give us.
But
It's almost the end. I gotta listen.
Okay, 15 minutes. I'm not pausing.
All right, come on, just give it. Come on, just go.
Okay.
Please.
You were able to infer that your friends told the police about what you did the night of Donovan Thomas's murder. His words. He didn't say, "Yo, them dudes, I went to my prelim and they lied on me." He didn't say, "Oh man, they I don't know where they got this information from." He said they are rats. Because what do rats do? They tell. And he was angry that his voice would tell what he did. Let's talk about their songs.
All right. That's a nice beat.
You like that drill?
What's that?
You love drill. You love drill.
I do love drill music, so.
You love it.
I mean, but we went over some songs yesterday by SB and FFS can tell you there were what is this? There were 2 songs that were just awful. There were 2 songs that were just terrible, but other than that, I do love drill music.
Every time you talk, we're gonna push the clock back.
Oh, sorry.
So what's important about the timing of this? Ladies and gentlemen, we told you that between 2016 and 2019, there were no court involvement.
Man, FFS is on me. FFS is on me.
Look at the judge. Wait, laugh fast. Wow.
Okay, all right. I'm not pausing no more. I'm gonna let it play 14 minutes. We're just gonna have to talk over her, but okay.
No, don't do it because I ain't see it.
There was no indictment.
What?
Nothing. Go.
All right.
I ain't see Hilton just
Nothing
like you.
happened
You
in the
ain't
case.
seen it. Just know.
Okay.
So in 2019, which is 4 years after the murder, he knows that Sledge has been dismissed, Copeland has been dismissed, and Garlington has been dismissed.
Okay.
His case is the only one that ain't been dismissed. In 4 years, you haven't heard about an indictment. You think you beat a murder rat.
Well, look at Love. She's nodding like a proud mama. She's like, yeah, that's my girl. I thought it was.
He was on this and that. He thought he beat a murder rap because you're not indicted until almost 7 years later. So you think you got away with it.
Is Greg still in here?
I keep a stick, ain't avoiding no smoke, a chopper. I just beat a murder rat, pay my lawyer 30 for that. Me and my slimes above the law. I know it's mumbling, but he said, we don't work in court at all. And I wipe your nose, send your family's face, and just smile it off. Some of these things he repeats in multiple songs. What's this song?
I like this one. I actually like this song.
It's not a good strategy to have a jury listen to songs.
What?
So it's not a good strategy to have the jury listen to songs. They really become fans.
That's funny. All right, come on.
This song, remember, these songs were on his phone when we found it in 2022.
Right.
But remember, we said that they may have been created maybe 2020, sometime between 2020 and 2022, right? At this point, they real brazen because they don't think they're going to get held accountable for the murder. So they start saying stuff in their songs like, I just beat a homicide. Ha, 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 walk it off. I just left that boy on the curb. Well, where was Donovan Thomas found, y'all? On the curb. I'm a big lizard, big slime, big shot, riding down your block, hanging out the top.
Did you see Love look at who's this? What's his name? A buddy. He's like, look at my girl. She's out there bouncing and everything. Okay.
Okay, so it was Atkins that opened up.
Yeah.
It was
That was on my notes, so I knew that was accurate. But yeah.
Atkins was hiding that red tie though. He was hiding that red tie really good.
Oh yeah. Does he have a red tie? I never seen a red
tie. They said he had a red tie on, but he was hiding that motherfucker. That's what it is. I ain't see it.
Did not notice.
I didn't see it today, but they said he had a red tie.
Shannon had on a red tie too with a green sweater.
Who's that?
Shannon.
Oh really?
Did you see Atkins? Did he have a red tie on? Because I saw that one.
Yeah. He did.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's go.
The top of the infinity. See, now you start bragging on it because you think you beat it.
Ooh.
So now you like our experts told you, they start bragging about it. What we call is dry snitching.
Okay. What are they doing?
You telling on yourself.
What are they doing?
Because you don't think that the police are going to find your phone.
What are you talking to your dogs?
But luckily for Rita, she was listening to some jail calls and found that phone. Because you didn't think we were going to find it.
This is the definition of losing.
This ain't rap. This is a confession.
What?
This is the definition of losing and going down.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I didn't see this today. This is new to me. This is crazy.
This is new to me too, but I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
Me too.
Yeah. You gonna have to watch it all the way through. Yeah.
Which day we said we gonna do this? Once we do it Friday.
I mean, it's very interesting.
I thought we were doing it tomorrow.
Well, that's fine.
It's
I'll
interesting,
be late. You
but
said early.
In my mind, it was a whole lot of nothing.
What are you guys saying? You're both talking at the same time.
Nothing. Just listen to Jasmine. She's the boss.
Jasmine, no, I'm saying it's interesting, but I still felt like it was.
Hey, that was a good one. Yo, read that one right there. Read that one right
There's only
there.
two
Miss
states.
Miss Dale. Yo.
Okay.
Hey,
I put it there for a reason.
FFS, you gotta agree with that
one. I know FFS is always
pizza from New Jack City.
Not Rockabye
baby. Oh, she sounded exactly that. Yo, she hit. Yo, bam.
What?
Bam. And I ain't even watch it. Look at how. I'm gonna shut up. That is classic.
Saying?
That's classic. That's classic.
They're saying that she sound like. They sound like Keisha from New Jack City. She was one of She was one of the bodyguards. She got killed at the wedding, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
she did.
But
Doesn't matter.
But that's a good one. Wouldn't you say that's pretty good, Jasmine? That's pretty good, right? That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. That's pretty
It's
good.
it's almost accurate. It sounds just like her basically.
That
Dope.
girl is bouncing and everything. All right, come on.
Over a beat.
Dope.
I like red light too. I hate to say it, but hey, I like the beat.
I don't give a fuck
Yeah, that
about a
was
red
dope.
light.
That's pretty dope.
I'm on go. I'm on green. I see an eye. I'm taking him down. Walk him down from a mile. The last homicide, I smiled. How many times you gonna keep talking about the fact that you killed this man? And you bragging about it.
Oh, girl. I
This
don't
that
know.
song number 3. And then I can send the whole gang to the heavenly house?
Wow.
You good with killing folk. That's why you didn't kill Donovan, you didn't kill Shamel.
Ooh.
I ain't even gonna play the song. Let's just talk about the words.
She could play the beat like she was at a concert, like she was a DJ.
Word.
Like, y'all finish it off. Y'all
Damn, this is. Oh my God.
Look at love. Hold on. Look at love.
She looking like I did her good. I taught her very well.
Yeah, love it. So, man, this is a mess. Hold on. I need to see this again.
Classic.
That was funny.
This song, remember, these songs were on his phone when we found it in 2022.
Yeah.
But remember, we said that they may have been created maybe 2020, sometime between 2020 and 2022, right?
Okay.
At this point, they real brazen because they don't think they're going to get held accountable for the murder. So they start saying stuff in their songs like, I just beat a hom.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Ha, ha, ha. Walk it off.
Oh.
I just left that boy on the curb.
That Philly came out.
Where was Donovan Thomas found, y'all? On the curb.
She said,
I'm a big lizard, big slime, big shots, riding down your block, hanging out the top.
Look at
Oh,
love.
shoot. Didn't Reginald Hendricks say that somebody was shooting out of the top of the city? See, now you start bragging on it because you think you beat it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you, like our experts told you, they start bragging about it.
Wow.
What we call it dry snitching.
Wow.
You telling on yourself.
Look at mama.
Because you don't think that the police are going to find your phone.
Wow.
That's why you're through it.
That's right, girl.
But
I wish I could have been a fly on the wall in that courtroom.
And found that phone. Because you didn't think we were going to find it.
Right.
This is called confession. This ain't rap. This is a confession.
Okay.
Over a beat.
Damn, she did pretty good on
She actually did. It sounds good though. It just sounds good. That's it.
Yeah, it does.
It sounds really good. Like you can tell when she actually gets on a case that she can prove evidence on. She gonna do real good. Right now she's talking in circles. She really ain't talking about nothing. She just sound good.
Damn.
Sound like
this is amazing, man.
Marsha Clark.
I mean, Greg said that Hilton delivered, so we need to see.
She delivered.
That's me paraphrasing, though.
She delivered that she could on the next case when they have evidence, when they can actually prove something, that she could actually do something. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. This is where she tells him to turn it off. All right. Look at love. These two are like, what is this?
They sound like they got the subwoofers in there now.
I'm on green.
Right.
I see an eye. I'm taking him down.
They were jamming
Walk him down from a mile. The last homicide, I smiled. How many times you gonna keep talking about the fact that you killed this man? And you bragging about it? This now song number 3. And then I can send the whole gang to the heavenly house?
Mm.
You good with killing folk. That's why you didn't kill Donovan, you didn't kill Shamel.
Look at love.
She going overboard now, though.
I ain't even gonna play the song. Let's just talk about the work.
Oh shit! She told the DJ to shut the fuck up. Oh shit!
This is insane. This is too funny.
Who was the DJ though?
Was it
All
Coco?
she did during this closing argument was secure her job. When we lose this case and y'all fired, they're gonna keep me. That's all she did.
My God. And this
I
girl
turned my surround sound on and
let that bitch rain out the top of the drop.
What's that?
I said I'm gonna turn my surround sound on because they got subwoofers going popping. Check her out. That is crazy.
She was guns
It
blazing.
seems like the jury must have a lot of young people in there for her to go like that. Because old people ain't want to hear that shit.
She might have got turned up if they would have kept playing that one. FFSD feel like me. Hey. She played that on the way to the courthouse. She probably would have started dancing, twerking in the middle of the... We ain't even gonna play this one.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look at how she made the music go. Did she sit and told the DJ like she was in a concert?
She heard that beat and said, not that one. Not that one. No. Turn that one off right there. That's my jam right there. We ain't gonna do that.
Oh, man, FFS is too funny. Let's get into this.
Here we go again.
All right.
Lizard walk your block, let that glizzy rock. Oh, glizzy, ain't that a Glock? Hey, one Shamel killed with a Glock? One there Glock on that table?
I thought a glizzy was a hot dog.
I thought so too, but apparently it's different in Atlanta. How don't you know that?
Yeah, wow.
How don't you know that? You're from over there.
Yeah, I hear it enough on Instagram and stuff like that. I hear it on social media. But that's what I'm going with. Glizzy can mean a lot of different things. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't.
That's all I know.
Yeah, you can't just say glizzy mean a gun.
All right, this is a mess.
Like a Glock. And I found it interesting because we're gonna get to Shamel soon. We about to get to Shamel.
Okay, it's one. I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes because Jerome likes to be cradled and cuddled, and you have to put them in a crib and whatever. So I need to keep giving countdowns. Okay.
Oh man, you put that in your notes. That is
we about to be completely silent for 10 minutes. If you're gonna do that, then just play like the last 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Jasmine is G. The 10 minutes.
Yeah, just play the last 10 minutes.
Do 15
of her
talk.
talk.
Get away that fast.
I mean, if we only got 10 minutes, we might as well.
You ain't see when I woke up. Remember that night? It was 3 o'clock in the dang morning. It's payback time.
All right.
If we only got 10 minutes, we might as well listen to the last 10 minutes.
Okay, so let's do that.
I was just joking.
I mean, tomorrow I'm gonna replay this because I really want to dissect it. I'm gonna take notes.
You skipped a lot, but Jasmine,
she went through all them video, the video. She stayed on the video from the store forever.
God. So, all right, okay, let's go.
One by Jeffrey Williams, one by Shannon.
What?
They both have multiple YSL defendants.
No, is she still cussing? I only want to hear if she's still cussing. If she's not acting
I
up,
would love it.
She's cussing the whole time.
Act like you're on the jury.
She's cussing the whole time.
Ooh. FFS is starting some mess out here.
What he say? I always thought glizzy meant never mind.
I know.
Is he being hot?
No, I think he thinks it's something else, but never mind. Let's disregard that.
They both travel after the
You
murder.
get it?
Yeah.
We're going. Yeah, never mind.
Was he being mannish?
He talks about going.
Huh?
Was he being mannish?
Who?
FFS, or was he talking about what they was talking about?
I guess y'all will figure that out. I'm too old for that.
Let's just play this.
Yeah.
They flee to Miami. He talk about poker. He talks about going to Miami. They go into the studio writing lyrics about it.
Does Shannon have kids?
They exclusive because they said no. But
Who said
shut up.
no?
Let's go.
All right.
When they were let's go.
All right.
Not by he
right,
doesn't
take
have
your
any
notes.
kids.
Take your notes.
He does not have kids by poker. Poker does not have any children.
Okay, but he does have kids?
Yes, he has kids.
Oh.
All right.
Write that down.
Chanel
Write that down.
and Donovan are affiliated, associated with YFN. But they want you to believe this is just two totally unrelated cases. Oh, and Shannon is supposed to be the shooter in both of them?
Damn.
The one who's always on go, he said to himself, but Quindarius said it too. The one who wants to do the murder because he wants status in the game. But they want to tell you, don't believe any evidence that the state brought. Don't believe any of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you not to do it.
Damn, the hand movement.
You know, Mr. Drinks, young man maybe trying to find his way, maybe getting caught up in the wrong crowd.
She act like she from New York.
But on that day, he should have been able to go to his girlfriend's house.
Her hand.
He should have been able to maybe decide that these aren't the friends he want to be with. But no, this is what they did to him.
And that poor baby.
Left him at the light like this. And for what? Off a social media post? This is trash.
Love looking like this chick that took my job.
Who's that? Oh. Oh, did she go from being excited to being concerned about job security?
I think it's love because I think I noticed for them to silence her and she don't do her head movements or anything. She all right. Let's go.
I know FFS. I've only heard of hot dogs, so that's it.
Same thing with
all
Donovan.
I know.
Donovan
We
was
almost
trying
to
to
the
turn
end.
his life around.
Huh?
Nothing.
I think he's going off PUM. PUM. That's
Donovan was trying to get into the music business. Donovan was trying to leave that gang stuff alone. He up here drinking his glass.
Damn, you saw that?
What?
Wow. Her judgment, her hand gestures, how she walks. She walking like she got the gun in her right hand and telling you what to do with her left.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
No, I missed that. I'm not gonna go back because we're gonna be here forever.
I know, but we can go back to this. I gotta watch this whole thing.
I'm gonna watch this. No, in the morning I'm
Old
not.
bag come late. Look at her.
I don't know. Let's go.
Her.
Because Donovan was at the barbershop joking, laughing outside. You see the surveillance video?
Mm-hmm.
And left him like this. All in the name of YSL. All in the name of the game that they want to tell you is a music group. It's music. This ain't music. This is not a song right here. No. This is real life.
She must be left.
Real dead bodies.
What?
Real dead people. Real shootings.
Ooh, what is she?
This ain't no song over a beat.
Dang, what are you saying?
Her hand.
Old bag here. Hey, old bag. She's craving some red hot tamales. What's going on? What's going on? All right, come on.
And they know when they bought into it, with his flag tattoo, his omerta tattoo,
Dang.
what they were doing.
That one is really going on.
Ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, they are guilty of every single count that they are both charged with.
Wow.
Mr. Atkins told you what
She
this was
gave
about.
it now.
I dropped the mic. I ain't saying nothing else tonight.
Of the
I
community
am dying. When I seen that, I'm dying.
He's on fire.
Good night.
Deception, They want to deceive you by telling you that these people in here are just lying just to lie. They're trying to deceive you to tell
And
you.
that's what I keep saying. I mean, I should not be pausing anymore. I keep saying that. Who's this? Woody? On the stand, he may have switched up, but there's no way he finessed his way throughout. He was giving them real info.
That
That
was
should,
real. Them was facts. He was speaking in that. I don't care what nobody say. He was
yeah,
speaking facts. He
that's my
wasn't lying about what he was saying. He was lying on that stand.
yeah. All
It's
right,
all
let's
about
go.
rap music, rap business. It is not. This is about death. How many dead bodies at the hands of YSL?
Or is this a puzzle?
How many people
together?
shot at the hands of YSL? They are a gang. By every definition
A lot of
of the
missing
word.
pieces, though.
Dang, that goes rapping.
And you want to talk about we are here just trying to get people of color? No, I'm trying to get gang members to stop committing violent acts in this community, in Fulton County, where each of their victims are people of color.
Look at
the people that they destroyed, the people that they hurt, the people that they tarnished.
Deidre just said something then.
Ryan could have had
What?
a trauma.
What?
Deidre
So
just said something then.
because he was there and just switched out characters. I can believe that. I can believe that. This is Woody's trial. This is Jeffrey's trial, and it's Garlington's trial. So, but Woody, I don't know how they gave or why they gave him that. That was better.
But you know what? I don't think he really. I think he protected by the state, but I don't think he protected federally.
No, with the guns, but I think he got
if they want to come back and get him,
he got an immunity by now. You could tell,
but not on
if he didn't have
federal
immunity,
charges.
he wouldn't be
Him
doing
getting
all
up
this
there and
stuff on
saying they
YouTube.
shot up that barbershop and all that stuff, like federal charges. Like when this is all over, the feds can still come back and pick him up.
I don't think so. I think that because the feds, I'll tell you this, the feds like money too. They like money too. So I think he was protected at one time because they wanted him to stay around. Because the feds like money too. Don't think just because it's the feds, they don't have crooked people in there. They like money too.
Yeah,
just like
it
about
look like
to do
he's
with.
still protected because he ain't been touched.
Yeah, that because the feds, the feds like money too. Like Whack 100, all these people we watch. Well, I ain't gonna show it on your channel.
I don't watch them because
that's how they all stay. Like Vlad TV. How do you think all of these people that's with the feds protect them? They probably give them security guards. But let's go.
Okay. Now you're acting like Hilton. Okay, all right. I meant it.
True though. Come on.
All right. Okay, let's go.
In life. But what is it? He out here murdering folk at the hands of YSL.
Yeah, like
Christian Eppinger at the hands of YSL. Go catch you a body. That's how you become slime. That's what he says in his song. Go catch you a body. I'll show you how to be slime. And that's what these little boys are doing. Catching a body to be slime. But they want to tell you that we got in a vendetta on people of color. It's ridiculous.
Why she got her?
It's absurd.
Why she do what?
As a female, why she showing the black that low down like that?
What do you mean?
With the button up with the black right there. As a woman, y'all women, see how she got how it goes down with the black.
Are you talking about Simone?
Trying to be sexy or something? Yeah.
I mean, that's how everybody likes cleavage now. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She looks good.
Okay.
She looks
and intimidation.
She looked like somebody's grandma.
Grandma look good now.
All right.
I don't think that's a low cut. I just hold
it's
on.
not.
It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate.
Why is it not appropriate?
She need another button. She need another button up top.
I don't see it.
Why are you distracted?
It don't even look like she got big breasts.
No, I didn't say nothing about that. Maybe she's trying to, how female.
I could see if she had a double D cup or something.
We
She
are
look
out of
like she might be about in a
Like
B
you
cup.
know, like, can you say that she likes attention? Can you
She
say that
look like she about 7 feet tall.
with them high heels? They
No,
said she
period.
about 5'8", 5'7".
Mm. Well, that's taller. That's way taller than me anyway.
Okay. All right. Let me play this, you guys.
Kendrick,
This is
Mr.
raw
Stillwell
TV on this
are
side. Stop
guilty.
trying to censor us over here. This is
What?
raw TV, right? We got.
I
Do
mean,
I
This
we
have the
are
girl look
same
like
chaotic,
mic?
somebody
so
grandma. She look like Love
we
dress
are
her.
chaotic. She looks like
Look
who?
at her.
She look like Love dress her.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think
I
Love
know.
picked up these outfits though.
I can see. I can see love pushing the black up just a little bit and then pulling it down and say, "That's it right there. There you go. Go."
Well, that's it right there. All right.
I can see her doing it, but like just push
All
it
right.
down just a little bit.
Not too much. Okay. She's
All
a
right, let's
grown
go.
woman. She
They
can
are
dress
guilty
herself.
of murder. They are guilty of gang acts. They're guilty of conspiracy to violate RICO. And I ask of you,
Come on, it's not
look
that
at the
low. That's perfect. Just a little something. A little
evidence.
show.
Look at the law.
Mm.
I know it took some time.
That's what I keep saying.
That's not low at all.
Yeah, those jury instructions, though. If
Oh, this what I
6'10".
wanted to ask you.
uh-huh.
Okay, during closing arguments, is like nothing off limits. Like when they're giving closing arguments, like with them playing these videos and these
Right,
interrogation room things, like we've already seen this in trial. It's like the
right.
trial all over again. So
Good
is
Not
it
one.
like no
necessarily.
limits to closing
Good one, Jazz.
arguments?
Good one.
No, it's
Good
like
one,
a recap.
Jasmine. That's
It's a
like what I was
recap.
saying, what I heard just now. I'm like, yo, because you can't, obviously, you can't say objection.
Now you really can
You
say
can.
whatever you
You,
want to
you can
say
You
in
object.
can,
court if it's
but you have to go
quote
do a bench conference. You have to do a
when you
bench
doing these
conference
cuss
and stuff.
words and stuff, like she's quoting it. She's quoting what she's saying.
I
So
mean,
no, they can't object to that.
the thing is, I guess folks in Atlanta, it's a bit different, and people might be
More people, some people are
sensitive,
just more professional.
but not even
Well,
every
not
time
even a
that I have,
professional, but yeah, more sensitive.
every time that I've had to read um a statement that somebody else has made, I read the cuss words. That's just my style.
Mhm.
But it's different in this trial because they were not cussing. I'll be out there cussing. I'll be out there
Well, I
cussing every
mean, it
Right.
chance
was
I get.
some. It was well, the black people
Pointing
do.
fingers and
The
damn acting like they
the
got a
the
gun.
black people do.
Yeah,
The Caucasians, they steer away from, they really steer away from the N word.
and that girl Paige
Brian
said, "Nah."
Steele Brian Steele was the only one who really censored himself. Everybody else said what the hell
Yeah.
they wanted to say, except for the
Yeah,
N word.
yeah. I don't know, but as far as closing arguments, you do not necessarily have free reign. You can definitely object, but it's a bad
Oh, you
strategy
can.
because that's going to annoy the jury.
Okay,
So
that's what I wanted. That's the real question I want to know. Can you object?
you can,
But no, they did
Word.
object
You can.
towards
You can.
they
yeah,
did object
Okay.
towards Love in the opening arguments. They were saying she
yeah,
was being hostile.
yeah. You can
So
object throughout. You can
okay, you
object to
can.
it.
But I was listening to another lawyer earlier today that was on one of the girls that does the WTF Wednesday with Kayla, and
Hmm.
she was on there and she was saying that
No.
she steers away from objections during opening arguments and closing arguments. Well, no, opening arguments because it puts a bad reflection on the jury. Like the jury is
Yeah,
like, okay, we want to go through this. Like she
yeah,
says,
Gotcha.
she steers away
That
from that.
makes sense.
She
That
lets
makes
them
sense.
talk.
I
yeah.
get
That was
you.
a
Generally,
good one.
generally it's advised for attorneys not to do that because it can be pretty annoying. And
Uh huh.
if you
That's what
start
she
off
said.
on a bad footing with a jury, they're not going to like you or whoever it is you're representing.
Makes sense.
Right, right. She said that. So with him, but I mean, she was kind of being hostile. But I mean, I don't think anybody it steered them away. I think it was Harvey who objected. It was either Harvey
Yeah,
or Weinstein.
yeah,
I
it
think
was
it was
Harvey.
Harvey. Yeah, but I mean, it never took a light off of Harvey. Like Harvey is just comical to me. Like he is just
Yeah.
so funny. Him and Apt, like they were just everything to me.
Yeah, but you can definitely object. You just
Yeah, she
attorneys are
said
just advised
that
against doing it.
that particular attorney. She said I steer away from objecting
Yeah,
to during that time. Just to let them get out what they want to say and not to put a bad taste in the jury's mouth.
right.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And then FFS, I actually was thinking along the same route as what Jasmine was thinking, but I'll leave it there.
I know you
Oh,
probably
both
want
of
to
our
go home and
minds
get your
were in
turkey.
the
I know I
gutter.
do.
My mind is always in the gutter, but that's yeah.
But I am asking you all
Okay.
to go back there, finish this marathon,
Mm.
finish this race.
This is
That girl is
Oh,
nodding like love.
FFS
I
says
am
she's six.
I'm laughing
FFS
my
says she's
ass off.
6'10".
What's that?
Ain't no way in hell.
FFS says she's 6'10".
Who's
6'10" with
6'10"?
heels?
Yes,
Oh,
With
really?
heels? I don't
she
know.
said that she's
I don't
6'10".
I'm gonna leave
Huh.
that alone because I don't
She
know.
does look like she's extra tall, and then she got them high stilettos on. She look like a giant.
6'10".
Jury instruction number one, have a measure. FFS is really funny. Like, I'm funny, but he is really funny. All right. All right, let's get in here.
Let's
Hold
get
them
in here.
accountable for their actions. When you apply the law with the facts and the evidence, there's only one just conclusion: that these defendants are guilty. Ladies and gentlemen, evil prevails when good men and women do nothing. I'm
Mm,
asking you to do something. I'm
girl,
asking you to hold them
sister.
accountable. I'm asking you to return a verdict of guilty.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
right.
girl said evil prevails.
Get out.
Presto. Presto, presto.
Yeah, right.
Get
I need to watch
get
that whole thing,
get
though.
your ass.
They forgetting one thing.
What?
Glanville. Ha 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 ha.
You're funny.
That's what's gonna fuck it up. I mean, mess it up. Because everybody forgot about Glanville.
Everybody has
Glanville.
amnesia.
Them juries, I know they were pissed off at Glanville. And then when he left, I know that was the number one. And then when Jeffrey Williams left, that just tainted it. We got a new judge.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden we want Thug. I bet you it was people on the jury that was disappointed they didn't see Thug every day. And all of a sudden, like, what the hell? But
What
Yeah.
they
we went from
starstruck?
Glanville to Thug. That's a wrap. If I'm on the jury, I'm like, yo, we lost Glanville, which we didn't like. He gave us
Mhm.
too much time off because we want to get this thing going. He's like, yo,
Right.
I'm going to look out for you guys and I'm going to give you the next 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
What?
and
Thinking
then
Yeah.
he
he
was doing
took
them a
breaks.
favor.
He took breaks like every 20
Oh my
minutes.
God.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
you know he was on that yak. You know he was on that yak. You know that. He was on that yak.
I don't know about all that.
You can tell. I've seen people that's judges. They have a suitcase and they had a yak. They had a liquor in they damn briefcase. But let's go.
Where are we going?
This the end. This is the end.
It's the end, so we're gonna have to rewatch this tomorrow.
Let's go.
Let me see. Let
Go
me
on, man.
see. Any, I don't know what final words though, Jasmine, because you obviously watched everything. What are your final words?
Yeah, I just
Final thought.
feel
What?
like
No.
Max.
Jasmine, let me do that properly. So my co-counsel, I need you to give us your closing argument, okay?
I don't have
Come
a
on.
I mean, I feel like Max cooked.
Yeah.
Max laid out all the facts. He laid out every part of this trial that everybody was already thinking in their head.
Hmm. All right.
Like
Is that
he
it?
put everything on the table. He didn't even give
Jerome, we
like
have 8 minutes.
No.
Uh-huh.
Jasmine, let Jasmine close
uh
out.
No, I'm
We
he
saying
got a
we have
didn't
minute.
8 minutes. I'm giving you a countdown.
FFS, he's not
he didn't
live,
he
but
didn't
Jasmine,
give
let Jasmine.
he didn't give Weinstein much time, like, but I felt like he got the point across, and
Yeah.
everything that Weinstein wanted to put out there, Max did it for him. All he had to do was just
Mm-hmm.
he laid the cement and Weinstein just came in and smoothed it out.
There you go. Go
He's
ahead.
done good, but I
That
don't
was
think
a
he
good
did all
one.
of that.
That was
That's
a
too
good
much
one.
credit for him. But Shar definitely he could. He was fantastic. He was phenomenal. Man, that is, and that speaks to his experience, right? Because throughout this trial, throughout cross examination, you could pretty much tell what his theme was, and he stuck to it all the way through to the end. I like that. I like that. And what are your thoughts, Jerome? Your closing argument?
My closing arguments is read Obag and FSS their last comments because it's hilarious.
Yeah, they're funny.
It's funny.
They're
And
really
that's
funny.
all. Yeah, because I ain't watch it. I gotta watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the
Right.
thing today, so I gotta play catch up.
Yeah, start from the beginning though. I'm gonna watch Adkins in the morning. I'm gonna start off with Adkins. I'll keep saying in the morning, it's already morning. I'm gonna start off with Adkins and then I'll skip obviously the fans and that I need to watch Hilton again because I don't know
Yeah, you
what she
gotta
did.
watch it all the way through. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, yeah. And how long was it? 2 hours?
Um, it was it was it felt like it was way more. It felt like longer than 2 hours, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Are we doing this Friday? Not
because I
tomorrow, right?
think
We're doing this Friday or what?
Why don't you
Just
want to do
asking.
it tomorrow or Tuesday?
Because I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna be asking too many questions. I need time to,
Why are you
because I
gonna
gotta
miss
go
it?
from the beginning. Because if we're gonna watch it while I'm at work, it's not gonna
Good
work.
night,
Well,
Deidre. What
it's
time do
it's
you
not
get
gonna
up?
be all about me, but it's not gonna be
What
all
time do
about
you
me.
get up? No, you're very important to me, Jerome.
I know, but I could always play catch up because I didn't watch anything. But just how Jasmine could sum it up. She seems like she's the type that can cut and paste and put it where it needs to be. And I won't miss what I don't need to miss. And I can come in and I won't miss anything, you know?
All right, so what do you
So I
want to
don't
do
mess it
tomorrow
up for
then?
everybody else. Ask Jasmine.
Allie probably at home dissecting it so she can get up here and really
You
get us
guys
on
ran that
game.
girl off.
Right. Allie don't do her homework anymore? What's going on?
No,
You
I'm
guys
pretty
You
ran
sure
didn't
that
she
girl
does.
off.
huh?
But you know, it's a holiday week, so it's a lot going on.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay.
tomorrow I'll be here. Like you said, Jasmine, I
What
can put
time
my
though?
AirPods. I can put my AirPods in and I can watch. So what time, Jasmine? What time we doing?
Yeah, it's up to SO. Whatever's good
No,
for her.
I'm
I'm
asking
gonna be
because
there.
I'm gonna be parenting until like 9 p.m. I'm good to go as of 9 p.m. It just depends.
9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever you want
Is
to do.
that too early for you, Jerome? You're working, so.
In the morning? Nah, 9 to 10
I
o'clock.
clearly
Oh,
see most of us are on the East Coast, so
Nine
Obag's
to ten
crying.
o'clock in the morning.
Obag
In
missed you,
the
Jerome.
morning. Obag, no. Me and Obag, she, it's she, because I
Right.
thought it was a he, but she's a she's a she. Obag is like, she's a G, just like all of us in here. Like FFS, when I said that, where my dog's at, and you was like, what did you mean by, let me get my accent right. What do you mean by dogs, Jerome?
Yeah, I
You
don't
mm-mm.
know
don't
what
remember that?
to.
What do you mean by dogs,
Obag,
Jerome?
I need you to elaborate a little on that because I think you're catching on to something. Elaborate a bit on that. My ass
Huh?
should be in bed, but elaborate
Ali
on that,
got a
and then I'll
bed?
explain. Yeah. So
Well, I
let's
need
talk
to
about
know
time.
that. Do you
Let's
know
talk.
anything about that, Jasmine? Because FS said we was all on the same chat when that happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there was
Well,
something that popped off then, and anyways, what time?
Clear
What
that up
time?
real fast. What happened?
What
Clear
time
that up so
tomorrow?
Ali can come back. Because she might watch it tonight or tomorrow morning, and
I'll
then
hit
we
her
can.
up. I'll hit her up and
All
say,
right.
I'll hit
There
her
What
you
up.
go,
time tomorrow?
Jasmine.
I'll send her an email. What time
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Ask Jasmine.
10. I guess 10 is fine because 10 was fine tonight.
I'll do.
On Mondays
No,
it's a little different for me on Mondays
I thought y'all was
because
talking about in the morning. Y'all talking about at night?
no,
Oh shoot, we could do 9 or 8. It don't matter to me. I thought y'all was
we
getting
are
some
always on
early.
at night. We're
All
never on in the
right,
morning.
so do 9. Do 9 so everybody can come in. Have time to come in.
All
How about
right, all
that?
right, all right, all right. So nine is good. Why would you think, Jerome? Some of us. a lot of us are not self-employed. Why do you think I can just be in somebody's office? You know. Anyways, okay, so 9 p.m.
Yeah, 9:15, whenever you can pop on, because you
Okay,
said you're
Cause
parenting until about 9, so 9:15 to give you like a good
I'll be
time to settle
parenting
down.
until 9 p.m. My daughter will be in
So,
bed, fast asleep.
okay, so by 9:15 you'll be settled.
No,
you're
I'm
writing this
always
down.
on
You're writing
time.
this down, Jasmine, because this is going into our evidence, dude.
Yep, and FFS, you you put a little fact out there too about the whole two states and the one
FFS is always
district.
on point.
So yeah, we're gonna do a little more education on that part also.
FFS is always on point. FFS has not, what happened today though? FFS, you told me she was going to be here. She never made it. What's going on? So answer that if you can. FFS says I'll be
He
here
said, 'cause I
On
9
have
p.m.
no
Mondays,
time.
like at
That's
10
funny.
o'clock,
That's
and on
hilarious.
Mondays, I be doing my messy. I be in my messy Monday chat.
What's Messy Monday?
It's an Atlanta thing, really. It's like
Oh,
Atlanta
Tomorrow?
gossip. No, it's on Mondays. Um,
Oh, so we
yeah.
got to
yeah.
put you on the investigation too. You ain't telling me what's going on.
Oh yeah, I be into. I watch the trial, and on Mondays it's a whole Atlanta gossip thing.
Oh, wow.
I did a chat that I well not chat but Instagram live that I be in,
Mm.
and it's a
God,
subscription thing, and I'm
that's why
paying
you
for it.
gotta do your thing. Put us on. We
I'm
family.
not
Put us
doing it.
on.
Somebody else is doing it, but I'm paying for
Oh,
it,
okay,
so I'm
okay.
gonna watch it
I got you, got you.
because I
Bring
need
the
to
Why do
know
you have
what's
to pay
fam in.
going
for it?
Bring the
on in it.
fam in. Bring the fam in. And be like, yo, these my people. Let's keep this over here.
Yeah, I mean he does a YouTube live at 9,
Is
and
that
then he
Zoe?
no, not Zoe. It's a Snoop Money Chaser.
Oh, I have a
It's a
question. I
guy
have a
here.
question. Who is Meatball out of Atlanta? Who's that?
Who?
Somebody called Meatball.
Meatball was on. Okay, so I'm
Jasmine
not
knows
sure if you're
everything.
I'm not sure if you're
I'm gonna have
familiar
to
with
hire you.
Zeus Network. You will have to get a subscription though. I'm not sure
Okay.
if you're familiar with your Bad Girls Club.
Yeah, I've watched that back in the day
Okay,
when I had no sense, but yeah,
Bad Girls Club. I don't know if you're familiar with a female named Natalie Nunn that says
no,
she run LA.
no.
Okay, well she was on the one that they had in I think she was on the one that they had in LA. But she has her own thing going. She has a show called Baddies, and it's on the Zeus network. Meatball was on
Oh, I know who you're talking about
one
now.
of the
Excuse me.
season. Krishan was on there. Krishan, Blueface, Baby Mama,
Yeah, I know
all them
Kushan.
all of them Sukiana, all
Oh,
like
really?
yeah.
Uh,
It's only $5 for a subscription.
Oh man,
So
it'd be cool. It'd be cool.
no, I gotta no, I
I'm
gotta say it
parenting.
SO because she's
He
frugal,
parenting.
like I'm frugal. But yes,
I'm
it's
parenting.
only $5 for a subscription
Love
for a
you for
month.
that.
$5 a month.
I'm
That
good.
Zeus
stuff's gonna
Network.
corrupt me.
It's really ghetto,
No, I don't
and
want to be
it's all.
corrupted, so no.
Yeah, and you would definitely be corrupted because I even had my boyfriend watching it. Like oh my god, he was into it. Like
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah, it's a lot going on. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Meatball was on there. Meatball was on there.
Oh, no, because I've
But she
seen her
did
on
do
YouTube.
she did a 20 versus 1 with Woody.
Right, because that's the first time I saw this girl, and I'm like, Who's Meatball? Like, why don't I know about her? I know about Shamar and everybody else, but okay, okay,
He be on
all right.
no jumper, not no jumper. Say cheese or no jumper?
What's that?
Who?
Meatball.
Meatball is a girl, and she looked just like a meatball.
But
She looked just like that meatball on that cartoon that's on Adult Swim. Uh, what is it called? With the cup with the
Double? No.
straw and the
I seen that one
meatball
time.
and the
The round head is round.
She's round.
Y'all are
She's
wild.
round. She looked like a
Y'all are wild.
meatball.
Y'all are wild. I love you guys.
I need
So
to
what
stop
time we
laughing.
doing tomorrow? Wait, what time we doing tomorrow?
9 p.m. New York time.
And so you know how we do, because we all fall in kind of different. I came first, so Jasmine, you gotta. I came in first today, so we gotta. Can we do that? Can we do that?
I know
Yep.
FFS will be here though. I know that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hit up Allie on
Good.
IG tonight, and I'm gonna hit up Chai Diggy on IG tonight, and I'm see
Word.
what's going on with them ladies.
I
Word.
probably didn't
Tomorrow will be a good
Instagram.
night before the holidays for us to have fun. Because when Wednesday, Thursday, then Friday is going to be the big. But tomorrow will be a good one to actually just huddle up before the holidays, and then we catch up Friday and whatever
Yeah,
happens after that. Tomorrow will be a good day before
yeah,
everything
yeah.
pops off.
So are we skipping Wednesday and Thursday?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. So we'll do Thursday. I'm gonna upload something.
Are you
Thursday,
going? You're going to see family for the holidays?
Me?
I'm gonna meet somebody's son.
Oh.
Somebody's son, Lord. Aqua Teen, that's what it is. FFS. FFS is always on point. Oh my
I
God.
know. I don't know who FFS is,
Aqua Teen Forest. Yes, I love that
but
cartoon.
That's what's up.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to see somebody's son, so I got plans.
I
Okay.
know that's right. Get that
Okay.
baby
All
your
right.
stepdaddy,
Old
honey.
bag. We
What's
can't forget about
that?
old bag.
And get
Old
that baby
bag,
your
yeah. I love old
stepdaddy
bag.
You're a mess.
or a uncle. What? That's what they were in the back of the day, huh? That's your
Oh,
uncle.
really? You're so crazy. You're funny. You're funny.
I'm not gonna say your age, but I'm telling you, Jasmine is. I love Jasmine. Jasmine,
She
she's
said
she's a
it.
G. She's a G. She's a
That's what
G.
they called him back in the day. They called him uncle. This your uncle
Yeah, I
such
know.
and such. This your uncle Peanut right here. He only gonna be around for a month or two, but yeah, you gonna have a new uncle then. No,
Oh,
no, I didn't
wow.
live. I never lived that life. I just heard about it. No, I never lived that life. I never lived that life.
Jasmine.
That
No.
girl's so
Jasmine.
funny. That
Jasmine is
girl
a
is
G.
funny. Yeah, I'm going to see some family. We're going to, old Beck says,
Yeah,
oh,
what
Thursday.
you're going to Central Time. We understand.
Yeah, Central Time. I'll be out there for a little bit. It's been a while, so. But
So
at
what?
least I
That's
get to
that's
eat
still
good
gonna
food.
be. I mean, if you get on, you'll be what, an hour behind us or
I think that's the
two.
confusing. I think I'm gonna stick to what is this Eastern Time though, so that I'm not confused.
Yeah, good question.
But then that's gonna be
Which day are we
we'll
talking
be
about? We're gonna be an
on
hour
later.
behind. Which day is that?
No,
She's
An
talking
that
hour
about
behind.
Central. She's gonna be in Central Time, so it's
yeah,
gonna be
that's
a
just for Wednesday and
different time.
Friday.
Oh,
Wednesday,
Wednesday, not tomorrow.
Friday.
Okay, tomorrow we
No,
good.
tomorrow it's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, good.
But Wednesday and Wednesday through Friday.
Where do you want it to be, old bag? Okay, all right, folks. I've done enough laughing. It's past my bedtime. I need to go to bed. I need to go to
Okay.
bed, so I'm calling it a night.
Like
All right.
Craig,
Well,
you
I
ain't got no
enjoyed
job.
you, good people. Enjoyed.
FFS
Love
will
you
be here at
guys.
9 p.m. Glenville Standard Time.
I'll be there
Not
9 o'clock
not
stand time.
Glenville Standard Time.
Yeah.
Oh, bag, where are you taking a bathing suit? What's going on? All right, folks. We've done a
Oh,
lot
I'm
of
trying to
we've
figure you
done a
out.
lot of acting up. What?
Nah.
I'm gonna
What do
start
you mean?
staying down so we can actually get stuff accomplished. I'm gonna start staying in the comments.
Where?
I'm gonna start staying in the comments so we can get more accomplished. We won't be talking so much.
Nah, I think they
No, we
love the
need to
back
we
and
need
forth
to hear your
banter.
voice. We need to hear your voice. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
get mad. I'm gonna get
They
mad.
like the back and forth. I'm serious, Jasmine. You need to go ahead and you need to
Yes,
create that channel.
yes, real quick.
I'm
Good
gonna
night,
get.
FFS.
I'm gonna get something done this week. I just haven't be. I be having so much stuff going on. I be having
Yeah.
You can only do
stuff
it
Good night,
going on
Lachey.
with
once a
my
week.
job.
Do it like everybody else and do it. You can start with once a week and bang and
Right.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Once a week and then have special,
Oh,
you
bang.
know.
Yeah.
My date with who? With Jerome or the other person? I'm I'm out of control. I'm leaving now. This
What?
is no.
Jasmine
Jerome
is
was trying to help
married.
me do laundry
Jasmine
this
is
Friday.
married. I'm gonna have to be on it with her husband so he can approve of us being
What's
friends.
Oh my God, he's a nutcase. You don't want to be anywhere near him.
I'm a nutcase too. You can't tell.
Oh God, no, I can't take two. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, completely insane folks. All right. Okay, I'm serious. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm about to end this stream. It's like when you're with good friends and you don't want to part, but you have to part. But at least the good thing
Right.
is we'll be back tomorrow. So
Look, we
9.
like who is it? Like Celie and what's her sister name
Who?
on the color purple? We will never part,
Right.
and
We
they do
play
the
when they
little patty cake.
clapping. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. Okay.
That's dope.
Good night.
That's dope.
Good night. Good
Good
night.
night. Good night. Good
Good night,
night.
Love
guys.
you guys. Bye.
Bye. Love
She
y'all.
said whatever, grandpa. That's a mess. Girl. That's no date. That's not a date. I'm just messing around. I do talk a lot of
See you
crap.
guys tomorrow.
All right, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Good night.
Good night.